Hey, welcome to Lost Docs Media. You are watching a podcast that makes you take a second look at what you just watched. We are covering some of the finest jamokes across the internet's comedy and podcast circuits, okay? If you're watching, you're probably watching on Spotify and or YouTube on a lovely, lovely Wednesday. At least it's a lovely Wednesday for me. We're recording on Sunday, but it's always Wednesday up here in my mind. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment on the episodes. Those always help with us getting more reach. The more of you there are, the more fun we have, the bigger the show gets. If you ever want to support the show, you can check out lostaux.media. That's lostaux.media. Buy yourself some merch to help support the show. We got hats on there, mugs, sweatshirts, t-shirts, long sleeves. There's a lot of good stuff on there. Beanies, you know, everything that you could possibly need. New episodes go up every Wednesday at 4 a.m. for audio episodes. Actually, it's 4:30 a.m. for audio episodes. And then 4 p.m. for video episodes. And also, a little bonus for you. Make sure when you subscribe to the channel, you hit the notifications, because if you don't hit those notifications, you will not get notified when we go live. Okay? So make sure that you get those notifications. You got to watch crumbling that shit into the microphone.
Oh.
We could hear everything.
Sorry about that.
All that for a squishy toy? I mean, come on. Yeah, we're ready to make some waves over here. I'm getting into the microphone. What's happening here?
Sorry about that.
I'm trying to run a show. No, I'm kidding. So what do we got on the docket for this week? We got some fine jamokes this week. We got a little bit of the Rizzler on We Might Be Drunk. That one was a fucking hoot. You know, Rizzler
Sure.
on We Might Be Drunk. And then we're going to dive into a little bit of what happens in the fucking Shane sphere over in Austin, Texas, when Shane takes a little bit of a hiatus from the podcast. This guy takes like a week off, and the podcast goes to shit. All of his cronies like Lemaire Lee are fucking just running amok online, pissing everybody off. And Lemaire is on a fucking tear this goddamn week, I'm telling you. Wait until we get into some of that. This guy is tweeting some crazy shit. Lemaire's doing like East Coast, West Coast rapper beef. Like, he's like New York City and Austin comics. You know what I mean? It's crazy, this guy. He's going to be the reason why Shane Gillis gets like shot outside of a hotel room or something like that. They're going to be like, this is for fucking New York. Everybody's shooting up comics or shooting each other and shit. He's starting a war, this Lemaire Lee. And then we got some good old funny videos for you guys to top it all off. You know, it's going to be a great episode. Another lovely episode of Lost Docs Media. Big show. Yes, we have a very big show today, you know. I'm feeling the spirit. Let's check out the Rizzler. So I remember when I had brought up the Rizzler to you, and I was like, yo, the Rizzler's on We Might Be Drunk. This has got to be like the cringest thing I've ever seen. You at first were like, what? Who's the Rizzler?
Right.
Right? You're one of them. You kind of reminded me of like a Dave Attell. You know what I mean? Like Dave Attell, he don't know the Rizzler. Dave Attell. Wait until you see Dave Attell on We Might Be Fucking Drunk. This shit is hilarious. So you didn't know who the Rizzler was at first. And I kind of want to, I want to see if I could find a TikTok just so we can all get like a taste of the Rizzler. You know what I mean? Because I want to kind of preemphasize who this jamoke is. Well, TikTok just started going off on me right there. So I want to like pre-emphasize who this guy is so that we could kind of get him an idea of just how weird it is for a character like the Rizzler to be on a fucking podcast like We Might Be Drunk. Okay? I don't know about you. To me, this is not the match made in heaven that they think it is. Okay? So let's get an idea for the Rizzler. This is he. This is the Rizzler.
Okay.
This is a fat fuck. Like at best, this is a fat fuck. You know what I mean? This is one of those things where somebody is like fat, retarded, and grotesque, and the world goes, oh man, this is fun to look at, right? Like this is entertaining to look at. But this one went off the rails real fast. Now this kid is like, has like fucking Sylvester Stallone level fame. Like you remember back in the 90s, a guy like Sylvester Stallone was the goddamn hibbity dibbity. I mean, everybody would want fucking Adrian, you know what I mean? Like everybody wanted a taste. And this is that. This is a retard that everybody wants a piece of. I want to see if we could get like a good Riz. This looks like a good Riz right here. We getting a good Riz right here?
I asked you which playmaker scent I should pick, and now the moment's here. Time to find out which one took the W.
Look at that. This is, dude, this is a full-blown, this is how popular this kid is. This is a full-blown ass fucking partnership with Sports Clips. This is like a well-produced fucking TikTok. This guy has lighting in his face. Okay? He's getting his fucking scalp shampooed. He has lighting. This is like a cinematic. This is the Rizzler cinematic haircut. Okay?
At Sports Clips.
At Sports Clips. This has got to be sending you. You got to be like, God, why is he choosing Sports Clips? You know?
I don't know. It fits.
It fits.
It fits.
The demographic of a Rizzler. If you're a Rizzler, you're getting your haircut at Sports Clips. I mean, there's no doubt about it. There is zero doubt about this. And yes, you're going to get the fucking special. The Sports Day special. I think they call it that or something like that. They massage you. They hit the scalp. They go, for $2 extra, we can really hook you up, you know, over at Sports Clips. These guys. Imagine that. This Sports Clips is crazy. This is the craziest concept to me. Go get your haircut. There's sports on the screen. That's it. Where are the wings and the beers and the hot bitches? Like, the girls who cut your hair at Sports Clips are not even hot. It's like a fucking grandmother and like a trailer park aunt. Like cutting your hair at Sports Clips. And then they go, but there's football on the screen. It's like, okay. Other than that, what is the difference between this and a Great Clips? It's the same fucking place.
Exactly.
Same place, just with football on the goddamn screen.
Instead of sailboats.
Exactly.
Wow, I may fall asleep. Did I close the front door?
Did I close the front door?
That feels good. I'm in heaven. Now that's an MVP.
We have to kill this. This kid has to die. He reminds me of, like, you know, in the Terminator, the whole like the T-9000 thing was like sent back in time to kill one kid because that one kid would end up in the future creating the robot that would stop the takeover, right? So they go, okay, to win this war, we got to go back in time and just off that motherfucker. We're talking like baby Hitler theory, right? You know, people go, if you could go back in time and kill baby Hitler, would you do it? It's like a moral dilemma question. Oh, yeah. What? You're afraid to kill a baby, but it's Hitler, you know? This is one of them. This kid is going to cause something dangerous to happen in the future.
Listen, I don't think he actually got his haircut at the Sports Clips, though, because that haircut's not too bad.
That shit fresh as fuck. He had like a fucking, like a Caesar Emilian or whatever. You know, the guy that does the dogs? Yeah. But he did like crazy good hair. He had like a gay one, like a gay guy like that. Shape him the fuck up real nice. And then they brought his ass into Sports Clips. I have a feeling you're right, because there's no fluff in that fade. That shit is flawless. Yeah, that is a flawless goddamn fade. I'm telling you, the brothers down in Atlanta will fucking approve that goddamn fade. That's one of those, they smack you in the back of the head. They go, that shit's smooth. Mm-hmm. They go, that shit is smooth. There is.
Did you guess what scent I went with?
Oh, hell no! This guy comes in a goddamn suit! What the? Yo, the Rizzler needs to chill, bro. I'm starting to think it's not a good fit that he was on We Might Be Drunk because he might be too good for them. He might have been too good for them, I'm starting to think.
Halftime show is the real MVP. Want this kind of risk?
That's it. He's doing it. That's the Riz. That's what made him
okay.
famous right there. He goes into the camera.
Big deal.
Well, he's a fat fuck. That's what makes it awesome.
Halftime show is the real MVP. Want this kind of risk? Sport Clips is giving my followers a free MVP upgrade.
Ooh, Ashley. Ashley, this is what America wants. This is what America wants. They want the fucking the chin, you know? Because the jowl meat, that shit marbles so nice. This is what America wants.
Purchase of a haircut. Check out the link in my bio for more info.
So this is the Riz. This is him now. This is him. Now we got to check him out on We Might Be Drunk. Because I'm telling you, that is not what you get in real life. You've seen it. We saw the interview. That's not what you get in real life. And I just trust me when I say, if you're going to trust anyone on the internet, trust a guy like me. I might as well be Nick Fuentes. I have no sponsors. I make no money from the show. You know, nobody's buying me. I can't be bought. If I'm not making money on the show, who's buying me? If you're going to trust anyone online, trust me. Okay? When I say this, that is not the same guy that you get in real life. I've seen multiple interviews of the Riz. This is like the shyest, most, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this. He's like, really, he's one of those, like, he's almost nonverbal autistic. The fact that they made the voiceover of him like that, I don't even believe that. I think they just got him to say a couple sentences into like a mic, and they go, AI will pick up the rest. You know, we'll get him to say whatever we want. Imagine the rest. He goes, I've eaten 8 hot dogs today, but I shoved them all up my ass. You know, he talks like he's smoked like 100,000 cigarettes in his goddamn life. So let's check out the Rizzler on We Might Be Drunk. Let's pull up that link real fast. Good old Rizzy Tizzy on We Might Be Drunk. Let's before we hit the Rizzler, let's get into who the guests are on this week's episode. You got Greg Fitzsimmons, who I'm somewhat familiar with, you not so much. I remember you were like, who's the cancer patient on the screen? Like when we were, I was like, oh shit, that's Greg Fitzsimmons.
Well, I did see him on one other podcast.
Yeah, I know. He wasn't looking so chemoed out. He
was bald-headed in that one.
This motherfucker, look at Greg Fitzsimmons in this. Greg Fitzsimmons looks like he's been through 19 rounds of chemo. At least this week, he's been through 19 rounds of chemo. This is Greg Fitzsimmons, right? We got Greg Fitzsimmons. Later on, we have Dave Attell. Dave Attell coming in looking like one of the storks from Looney Tunes. You guys remember that one? Some people in the audience might be too young for this, but you watch the Looney Tunes from back in the day. He's like, my mama done told me a rabbit for dinner. That's Dave Attell. Big Adam's apple, bald head, beaky nose. He is one of the fucking vultures from Looney Tunes. You heard it here first. And then some other guy. What was the other guy's name?
Oh, I don't remember.
Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy. It was like some pedophile that they found on 5th Street in Manhattan. They were like, hey, man, you want to film a podcast with us? Show up to this address at 5:30. We're going to have a child. We're going to have the Rizzler there. So, you know, if you want, you can pay us off, and we might let you bump into him in the bathroom alone on accident, if you know what I mean. That Sean Murphy guy looked like the most pedophile. I've never seen another guy who's fit the fucking bill harder than this fucking Sean Murphy. I know nothing about the guy. He could be the nicest guy in the fucking world. I'm not familiar with him. He's a fucking pedophile as far as I'm concerned. If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, you know that saying?
Yeah.
They say this in Hollywood. They say this. So before we get into the Riz, you know, the Riz ain't there yet. He's the goddamn Rizzler. He's going to show up when he wants to show up. He don't show up when the podcast starts. He shows up on the Rizzler's time, you know? At Riz o'clock, he shows up. And right now, it ain't Riz o'clock. So all they got is Greg Fitzsimmons. They start talking about this porn, the types of porn that they start liking, right? Greg's porn choice is like the most specific porn. I've never heard a fucking more specific porn thing in my entire goddamn life. He was like, I like Czechoslovakian amputees, and the nurse has only 14 teeth in her mouth, and there's a guy jacking off in the corner somewhere. He's got a boot on top of his head. Like, he started saying, I was like, whoa, dude, I've never. Usually people go, I like big tits. I like, pog. Fat ass white girl, pog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they hit you with that. It's like one word they hit you with. Ebony. You know what I mean? They throw ebony into the search bar. They hit you with that. Greg throws a whole paragraph. He was prompting ChatGPT. He said his porn fucking searches. I was like, what is happening?
We'll ask him.
He
What's
had
your genre?
He had a porn show. Mine is probably MILF.
MILF? Yeah, MILF's
Probably.
up there.
Yeah, wow. What do you
Sam
think I was
quick
gonna
to
say?
answer that.
I just don't know what that feels like.
Too broad?
It feels like if all of them were closed, that's what you would go to.
Really?
What?
What'd you go to?
Yo, Greg is the creepiest looking guy in the world. To be bringing this up, you can't be looking like Greg Fitzsimmons. If you look like Greg Fitzsimmons,
You better say MILF.
you don't even bring up the porn at all. You go, what's your favorite type of cookie? These are the kinds of questions that need to come out of Greg Fitzsimmons' mouth. You don't go, what genre of porn are you into? Greg Fitzsimmons, you look nuts, dude. You have a beanie on your head like you literally are like teeming with cancer. It looks like he has so much goddamn cancer, right? You look nuts. You have the thickest glasses in the world, the craziest buck teeth I've ever goddamn seen. Greg is like one of those kinds of people that when he takes off his glasses, his eyes are just dots, like little black dots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it. He's like in the cartoons, someone takes off their glasses and their eyes are just two tiny dots. That's it. This is Greg Fitzsimmons, and he's asking you what your favorite porn is. What is even happening?
I just don't know what that feels like.
Too broad?
It feels like if all of them were closed, that's what you would go to.
Really?
What?
Now listen
What'd
to
you go
this.
to?
Listen to this.
Yeah, MILF's up there.
Big cans.
Latina. I like a Latina.
I like Czechoslovakian hidden camera massage porn.
This guy is crazy. Czechoslovakian hidden camera massage. What else did he say?
I think porn was
a vampire in there or something. There was something else in there. This guy is nuts, dude. Holy shit. That is serial. Go ahead.
No.
You sounded like you had something. I'm ready.
I didn't have any.
You had something. Tell me he's gross. You can say
yeah.
it. That's insanity. That's insanity. You being a woman sitting right here, you're scared.
How do you even think of all of that?
Where does that come out from? Yeah, you know what I mean? Where did that spawn from?
Maybe if you lived there.
Yes, this man is nowhere near Czechoslovakia. What is he even thinking about Czechoslovakia for? You know? And again, to your point, where is that coming from? Where you're not just sitting in an armchair at home, rocking back and forth, going, you know what's crazy? It's like Czechoslovakians. I always like Czechoslovakians. I like hidden cameras. Candid Camera was a good show. I loved Candid Camera growing up. I'm thinking punked, but you get like a nut off at the end, Yeah, a massage. I like, it's like, where do you even spawn that out of? Like the movie Gremlins? We talked about Gremlins recently. And like you watch a movie like that, especially for the time it came out. That shit came out in like 1989. People watching that were probably like, who the fuck thought of this? Right? And this guy is basically watching the porn version of Gremlins. You know what I mean? This is a 1 in a fucking trillion thought. And he happened to watch. Like, what is even happening here?
Up there.
The name is
Big
crazy.
Latina. I like a Latina.
I like Czechoslovakian hidden camera massage porn.
Damn.
Yeah, with
Even Mark Norman. Look at Mark's face. Mark is like about to pass out. Mark's like, I've never even heard of such a thing. It's like making me woozy even thinking about it. Mark can't even comprehend it in his mind. He can't even look at what's his face coming from? Oh no, get out of here. What was that? Harlan Williams just pops out of nowhere? Look, Mark is struggling with the thought of the Czechoslovakian hidden camera massage porn. I'm surprised I even remember it. That was nice that I'm remembering all that like that. That is crazy. Let's see how these guys react to that.
Yeah, with a little parentheses, naturals.
Natural.
I like
He even parentheses naturals. They have to be natural.
Okay.
The Czechoslovakian broads. No fake tits in that goddamn massage room. That is so specific. That's too specific. He had to have, like, something happened to him as a child. You know what I mean? This is coming from someone fucking planted this in him. You know what I mean? That's not a normal thought. When I go and I type porn, I like, if it's like a wild day for me, I go like hard fuck or something, like, you know what I mean? Like pounding. I might put like pounding or something in there. It's like, this guy types crazy shit in the goddamn search bar. This is nuts. I have to applaud it. If you're going to come out like that in public, this is a dangerous man. That's a dangerous man. I wouldn't want to cross Greg Fitzsimmons in a dark alleyway, you know, in the middle of the goddamn night somewhere. You bump into Greg Fitzsimmons like that. You have any Czechoslovakian hidden camera porn? You're like, whoa, take my wallet, take everything. Leave the Czechoslovakians out of it.
Yeah.
Pull it up. I don't know this Czechoslovakian
There's a ton of them.
massage. They start with a massage.
They start with a massage, and the women are like 10s because they're these Eastern
That's the one Hitler
European
went to
women.
first, right?
He used to do hidden camera massages.
Maddie, this is Maddie bartending, by the way. Amazing out. Oh, is that a Kiss shirt? I love
New
it.
Year's Eve kiss.
Oh, by the way,
I
R.I.P.
like it.
Ace Frehley, right?
He died?
He died.
Damn, in the New York groove.
What did I say when we were watching this last time? I demand to see that woman's papers. I don't, that girl's Mexican or Asian or she's some sort of in. She's some sort of, you know what I mean? I don't know. She's not white. You know, I'm an in, Puerto Rican, you know, Ken.
Can we do a cocktail? Mark, what do you think?
What are we feeling?
Good question.
What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Now, this girl, she brings up a crazy, like, that girl, you thought Greg's fucking porn was weird. Dude, that girl watches the craziest fucking, dude, she was watching this, she brought up this thing, it was called, like, Lemon Whore.
It's very specific too.
Lemon Whore is crazy specific. I heard that, I go, oh, this is what they're watching, like, you know, the people that are walking around, you know, libs, you know? They're walking around, purple hair, pink hair, green hair, shave the front of their whole bald on the head. You know what I mean? The new liberal haircut we talked about last week. That's what they're watching lemon whore porn. They have to be. That's what I imagine is the lemon whore porn coming from these people like this. Because, like, it's always some crazy, weird story like liberal people are watching.
Why are they watching a story?
I don't know. You're not supposed to be, if you watching porn, in my opinion, you there for a mission.
Yeah.
The mission is to fucking rock one out and get the fuck out of there. You know, you need to extract as soon as possible. You cannot be spending all day gathering intel and doing all this other shit. You know, you have to go in and execute the mission and fucking leave and get on with your life. You know? You cannot be spending time watching porn and getting involved in the fantasy and the world of it. It's not Harry Potter. That's not a time to escape reality as porn. You know? It's the time to fucking help you cope with reality. You go, ooh, oh, that felt great, you know? And then you get back to life. You know what I mean? When you're reading Harry Potter and shit like that, that's to escape. That's to go like, all right, now I'm trying to get into that world and stuff. You don't want to be getting into that with porn. I never understood that. Old porn, everything's a storyline. It's a girl going to a fire department, and then 9 firefighters are fucking railing around. You're like, whoa, what is going on here? I like porn now. They just turn it on. Some girl goes, hey, my name is whatever. And it goes, glok, glok, glok. You're like right into it.
Come on.
Who does?
Yeah.
I've seen enough blackmails.
I like lemon whore.
What if you
guys
got
heard of lemon whore?
blackmailed with a black male?
You hear her in the background. She says, this girl don't even have the confidence to say it. She's all under her breath. I like lemon whore. You guys like lemon? She's trying to say it sexy. She's trying to get these guys bricked. I got hard. She said, I like lemon whore. I said, to do tell. I said, okay, I might like lemon whore too. I don't know. Tell me about it.
Is that how that
A
expression?
bit on the nose. Yeah, no, I mean, shit.
Greg, I got a warning here. It says your search could be illegal and abusive sexual material, including non-consensual intimate imagery.
Yeah, it's because you're typing in fucking Croatian, massage, amputee, kidnapped, hidden camera, naturals, underage, fucking everything that Greg likes. That's what you're typing in. Google is like, we might have to report this guy. Like, you cannot. Greg is doing that shit in like the dark web. He's using like an onion browser to do that shit.
They consented to the massage. They just didn't consent to the
Hidden camera?
well, to the blowjob they end up giving the guy. I mean,
there it is.
Wait, did I just hear that right? The girl's not consenting to the blowjob? Wouldn't it? That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's not saying like. I'm not hearing like, oh, the girl, like the hidden camera is not the consent. Because that's what you would think. You would go, okay, they're consenting to the massage. They're not consenting to being recorded during the massage. But he's saying that it's the blowjob.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's rape. That's what you're watching is a girl. So what does the guy do? During the massage, he grabs her by the ponytail and fucking yakety yacky? That's a little rough to me.
Abusive sexual material, including non-consensual intimate imagery.
they consented to the massage. They just didn't consent to the
Hidden camera?
well, to the blowjob they end up giving the guy. I mean,
there it is.
Right? That's it. They didn't consent to the blowjob that they end up giving to the guy. You're getting forcefully mouth fucked. And they're. Who is this for? This is like Greg is watching like porn that is like the highest demographic is like ex-convicts that have done hard time for like very serious sexual assaults or something like that. Like there really needs to be more statistics on porn. I feel like we should, the whole ID for the porn, the girl, the lady, remember we talked about the lady? I might be on her side. If this is what's happening, I thought it was just normal. People just get, I thought, to me, the craziest thing I see on the porn page is like, well, they start putting trans stuff on the front page now. Every now and then you're scrolling and you just get hit. You're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, it'll hit you. It's just jarring. That's pretty bad. But before that stuff started getting thrown into the mix all of a sudden, I would see like a gaping asshole. I would go, like, you know, that would be like the craziest. I go, holy shit, dude, like a gaping ass. This guy is like, those things have to take place in like a dungeon. Like there's no way that it's light in the porn. It has to be dark or something's creepy. You know, let's give it up for Greg. You know, all that, knowing the child is coming on in a little bit, you know, they have a child coming. And look, Dave Attell finally gets here, right? This we have to touch on. I have to touch on this before we get to the Riz. Because this was a move that I ain't never seen in my goddamn life. And I thought I was old. I thought I had seen it all. You know? 36 years on this earth, I say, there's not a thing I haven't seen. In 36 years, there's not a thing I haven't seen. I'm that old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was around for it. And believe it or not, I was here for no cell phones and then cell phones. I was here for no internet and then internet. Isn't that crazy? That's wild to think about, right? A little bit. I think about that sometimes. Yeah. I have a brother who was born in 2000. Okay? That means that he's the exact age of whatever year it is right now. Like, you know, it's like freaks me out. 2000, there was no such thing as no internet.
Right.
In 2000. He's never known the world without, like, he would never know what it's like to be like, meet me here. And then just have to go there and meet that person, you know? It's kind of crazy to think about.
I mean, when we started driving, we didn't have GPS.
No GPS.
We had like MapQuest.
That's another crazy one to think about. Like, I know this has been said on podcasts 1,000 times. Nobody's not hearing like anything that they haven't heard before right now. But it is crazy to think about. You used to like print the fucking directions out and just have them and have to be like, and they go, yo, you can't be on your cell phone while you're driving. You have a newspaper fucking spread out in front of your whole ass windshield, and you're just peeking through a little sliver, and you're like, I think I'm supposed to make a left here. Skirt! Like, you know, everyone's dying on the goddamn highway behind you. They go, but don't look at yourself. It's like, what are you, fucking high? God damn. Imagine that. You used to stop and ask people for directions at gas stations and shit. Imagine what it would be like right now if you stopped at a gas station and asked someone for directions. They would look at you. They go, this person is plotting to kidnap and murder me. They go, this person has to be plotting to kidnap and murder me. They're asking me the most retarded question I've ever heard in my entire life. You have the world map in your pocket, bozo. What are you doing?
Their phone died.
Yeah, exactly. My phone died. Can I get directions? Like, how are you getting there? In a car, right? The thing has a goddamn lighter. It's an auxiliary port. You go into that gas station, you buy one of them goddamn chargers, right? I tell that motherfucker, I go, listen, you don't need to be asking me for directions. What you need to be doing is asking whoever raised you for guidance, because clearly you need it. You cannot figure this out on your own, you know? But this is the world we live in now. This is just the way it is. So I say all that to say this. I want you to check out this move that Dave pulls right here. This has got to be the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
That was exciting because, you know, I don't want an American Pope. I think I'd rather have an Italian one because they actually believe in God. Like Americans, like, you believe in God? They're like, yeah. But the Italians are like, they drink this sacrificial wine. Like, they literally believe it's Jesus's blood.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
Look at this. You almost miss it. You almost miss it if you don't pay attention. Look, Dave, he pulls out a pack of cigarettes, right? And just out of nowhere, you think like, oh, he's going to like pack them or something like that. That's what usually people will do, is they'll pack them. Or like if you have an extra pack in your pocket, like you've never smoked cigarettes like that. I used to be a smoker. So you might have like your second pack that you're maybe about to smoke later in your pocket. You go like, you pack them. You take the cellophane off and rip it's got like a little fresh paper in there. You rip that off. You get it ready and you might put it back in your pocket or something just to have something to do while other people in the room are talking like they are now, right? This is kind of like a normal situation, right? When I saw what Dave did with that pack of cigarettes, I nearly lost my mind. I ain't never seen nothing like this. In my 36 years of life, I thought I had seen it all. You know, I ain't never seen this. I ain't never seen this.
It's Jesus's blood.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
What's that movie where they're deciding on the new pope? We'll call it again. What was it?
Conclave.
Oh my god,
That was
Awesome, dude.
yeah, that was fun until the end. I was like, I don't.
Dave takes his pack of cigarettes and shoves it into his goddamn sock. A full pack of cigarettes. He takes it and shoves it in his goddamn sock. Now, I was watching this, like, I go, oh, he's got an itch down there. You know, an old crow like Dave. You got to have some dry-ass ankles, you know what I mean? So I go, okay, he's itchy. He's old man. This is old man itch, you know? And old man itch, old man scratch. So I go, okay, Dave is just itching something, right? No, that's not the case. Dave is one of those whites that wears fucking high socks that go all the way up to the top of your thigh. Right? And just like, you know how like a lot of white guys, they'll wear really high socks, but they just let them bunch. They just let them scrunch like all the way down. They almost look like the way girls look in the fitness videos, you know?
Yes.
And they have that shit like that. So I thought he was itching. No. This is not what Dave's doing. Dave was adjusting the bunch. So that he could get deep in there and throw a full-ass pack of American Spirit cigarettes into the ankle of his sock. What? I was like, this is not real. Look at this. A full fucking pack of American Spirits is in his ankle of his sock. You're going to walk around with that all day like that? That's got to feel nuts.
Maybe it's while he's sitting.
While you're sitting, they were
in his pocket and it was poking him in his belly. Yeah, it was that uncomfortable. Okay, so let's take all the hard edges and the corners of the cigarette box and throw it right into your ankle. It makes sense.
One of the look, that's how bad it is. I'm bumping into the mic stand. I gotta get used to the new setup.
put it in your ankle, right? One of the most least exposed parts of your fucking body. That's like you know how like stuff hurts more on your back? It's like your back is not touching everything. It's like all the time. It's the same with your ankle. Your ankles are not just exposed all the time. That's got to be the most crazy, uncomfortable feeling. Obviously, Dave has been doing this for 105 years, so he's used to it. But how do you even get started here? Again, just like Greg with the porn, what brings you to this point? That you go, I had a perfectly good pocket in my perfectly good coat, that I had a perfectly good full pack of cigarettes in. That's not going to work for me. I'm going to take out the cigarettes and shove them in the fucking ankle of my socks. I don't understand it.
No.
It was crazy to me to see this. I was like, this is not real. This is not real. Dave, what are you doing? I have to see it from start to finish. When you watch it from start to finish, uncut, without me, it hits even harder. So let's do that.
Believe it's Jesus's blood.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
What's that movie with where they're deciding on
Dave,
the new
no.
pope called again? What was it?
Conclave.
Conclave. Oh my god.
That
Yes.
was awesome, dude.
Yeah, that was fun. Fun until the end. I was like, I don't know.
Wasn't he trans or something?
Yeah.
Oh, giving it away.
Sorry, I don't want to get Dave a boner.
Oh my god.
And that's it. That's the end of the time code. That's how crazy that move was to me. And Greg Fitzsimmons is looking at him like, what's happening here? He goes, I thought my porn was weird. And he goes, what's Dave doing with those goddamn cigarettes right now? You know? Good old Dave Attell. Now, we're here. We're finally here, everyone. We're going to be bringing in the Riz. Let's give it up for the Rizzler. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. So now that you have a newfound perspective for the Riz, now that you have this new thing for the Riz, what's happening over there?
I'm just looking.
Oh, I thought like something important was happening, like a camera went out.
No, I would have said that if the camera changed.
Oh, well, now that I got your attention. What? No, I'm fucking with you. What? So now that you have this newfound respect for the Riz, does this whole segment right here hit you a little differently? It's a little weirder now, right?
Yeah.
You go, what's a guy? Because obviously that Sports Clips commercial we just watched, you're getting paid for that. That's not just some thing, you know? Like, Sports Clips is not just going to hit me up tomorrow and go, hey, you and your 3,000 followers, we would like to, do a full-blown ass commercial for you. You come in, we have a crew and the whole nine, and we'll give you $50,000, for your troubles. It's not going to happen to me. It's going to happen to the Riz. This is going to happen to the Riz. So when you see that, you go, what the fuck's he doing hanging over? Fucking We Might Be Drunk. How did that even happen?
Look at that cluster.
Look at that cluster. Imagine if my studio looked like that.
You would go insane.
I would fucking lose my mind. You guys think this right here is wild? This is the best I could get it. Trust me. You have to have a little hang off with these. And this even drives me nuts. Like to the point to where I'm contemplating getting like new XLR cables that are all right angled so that they all just go right off of it, like clean. You know what I mean? Like, so this right here, this still doesn't work for me. And this is organized. Every line runs into one centralized line, and then that line feeds to every individual camera that it needs to. All organized, all strapped, all running behind everything. It's like an electrician came in this bitch, I see this. I go, cut all the wires in half, throw them all away, start over. If I'm Mark and Sam, I walk in, my fucking studio looks like this. Dude, my producers would probably hate to work for a podcast like this. Because I would go in, I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck you guys did in this bitch, but you got to change it. You have to. I can't have the wires fucking everywhere like this. There's legitimately famous people coming into the fucking studio. The Riz! The Riz is here. Come on.
What's up, buddy? How are you,
The
sir?
Rizzler.
What's up, man? Sit down. Wait, I'm not allowed to be near children. What's up, man? How are you?
This
You
is
made
big,
it.
dude.
Happy New Year.
I was just about to light a cigarette.
Light it up.
Light it up.
He's on 2 packs a day.
What's up,
Look.
champ? How you doing?
Rizzler, how you doing? You're a big Knicks fan, too. I love
We get
it.
this guy a mic? Oh,
Look,
he's got
Dave
one,
don't
okay.
even care. Dave's
Where
lighting
you
a
been,
fat
Rizzler?
stogie.
In school.
In school.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good for you.
How many tickets? Sorry. We comics. That's all we talk about is seats.
What school are you going to?
Oh, he's got a mic?
Look, the Riz is like scared to death. Dave says one thing to him. The
like,
Riz is like, you know the way that Macaulay Culkin looked at that old guy in Home Alone, the neighbor that saved him at the end, and he like comes up to Macaulay Culkin. He's like, ah, like he's so scared, and the guy's like this old sailor looking ass, fucking crazy dude. This is like the Riz sees Dave Attell, and he's like, you are the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire, like, the Riz is so scared.
In school.
I love that. They ask him, they go, hey, Riz, where you been? Where were you before this? He goes, I don't know. I was in school. You know, this is like, this kid don't want to be here.
His haircut's not looking as good.
And his haircut looks like shit. He looks like a retarded child now. You ever notice retarded children, their hair is all one length? They never like do, like it's always all one length. They never have, because you can't get them to stay still in the chair. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's like they start getting agitated, or they want to move around, or they get uncomfortable by the shears or something like that. It's like making them nervous, right? So you go, all right, just let's get in there. All of it at once, as fast as we can, right? And then we get out. Just like busting a nut, you got to get in, execute, and leave. That's the same concept here. So this is obviously a sign of retardation in my eyes. I go, you giving him one length? You hit him with the one? With the one length? Okay. What's next? What's next? Laceless shoes? What, the Velcro strap shoes you giving him? You remember every retarded kid in your school had them.
Oh yeah.
If you were in the locker room and you hear with the Velcro, and you go, boys, we got one. You start giving them, but I'm just joking.
Got one, okay.
Where you been, Rizzler?
In school.
In school?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good for you.
How many tickets? Sorry. We comics. That's all we talk about is seats.
Now look at the Riz. He goes, so somebody please help me. He goes, I'm so scared. I'm so scared right now.
What school are you going to?
Oh, he's got a mic?
He's
Oh.
got one. Well, I guess you can't say the school.
What
'cause then
school
people
are you
show up.
going to?
Are you the most popular kid in the class right now?
Oh,
Nice.
nice. You fighting off some girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta hit them.
Fight 'em on.
Yeah, a little Chris
Fight 'em
Brown.
This is exciting. How was it talking to Walt Frazier? I saw that. That was
yeah,
pretty
it was
cool.
good. Yeah.
You a fan?
Yeah.
Very cool, man. Can we get?
Very cool, man. Very cool, man. Are you a fan? Very cool, man. Dude, Sam Morril has to fucking take a hike, bro. Sam Morril cannot be doing. You cannot, bro. Like right there. If I was the dad sitting with the producers, I'd go, okay. Let's cut this short. I don't like the way this guy's looking at my son. He's like smiling all weird. You guys obviously been drinking. Your buddy over here is smoking a cigarette like 5 feet away from my goddamn kid. He has school in the morning. I'd be like, let's get this done. Like, let's chill on this. I don't know why you guys invited us over here. This is like really weird. I go, me and my son, we're gonna go, get paid $50,000 to do Sean Ryan. Calm down.
That was
yeah,
pretty
it
cool.
good. Yeah.
You a fan?
Yeah.
Very cool, man. Can we get him like
Very
a treat or
cool,
something?
man. Very cool, man. Let's give it up for Sam Rose. Bringing his A game, bringing his absolute best. Sam Morril bringing his absolute best to the fucking arena. He obviously prepared for weeks leading up to the Rizzler coming into the studio. This is nice.
Have alcohol,
That's
but we
true.
get him something.
Get him a dog biscuit.
Bring up that energy.
Give him some cigarette.
Oh boy, sorry,
like
Riz.
comedy?
I like that I'm like 5 drinks deep, and you're like,
Who's your favorite comic? Go ahead.
Matt Rife.
I know it's a tough question.
Yeah.
Got this for you.
Who does he
Whoa,
like?
the Rizzler's iced tea.
Four
Wow,
Loko.
you have your own drink.
Whoa.
Look how jealous.
They brought him an Arizona iced tea with his own face on it.
Yep.
Is that tells you right there that the Riz is in the wrong place. He needs to be on Rogan. If you have your own Arizona iced tea, what are you doing getting interviewed by fucking
Let me see this.
by the Birdman and fucking Cancer Patient 101?
Can you buy this?
The Arizona Rizzler?
Yeah.
If so, we're ordering 10 cases of them. If you can buy the Arizona Rizzler, we're ordering a lot. Let's actually I'll look that up
looking
on
it up.
Hold up. I'm going to look it up on the screen. Arizona the Rizzler. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You can buy them on Arizona.com. Dude, they're $25 for a goddamn 12-pack of these. That would make them $2 a piece.
Sounds about right.
But these are supposed to be 99 cents. What happened, Arizona? I thought you were like sticking to that.
Let's see if their original is that price.
What do you mean the original is that
The
price?
original Arizona.
Oh,
tea
so
is
you're
probably,
saying because this is like a Rizzy Riz, it's like $2.
Yeah.
Now, okay, all right. Let's see. Well, whipped pineapple and tropical chillsicle, I'm sure, are fucking specialty flavors. Should we order a fucking 12-pack of the Riz, dude?
I mean,
Rizzler Berry doesn't sound bad.
Right.
Go ahead and order one, and we'll we'll figure it out later.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get a case of the Riz berries, and then we'll come back to you guys. We'll do a taste test once we get those Riz berries in here, and we'll let you know. I heard that they make that by like.
Oh, they have shirts.
They have Rizberry shirts.
Yes.
Oh man,
And hats.
we might have to get some Rizberry shirts too.
A jersey.
Whoa, a jersey. Let's chill. Come on, a shirt I'll wear. A hat, a jersey. Now we're getting fucking nuts. I don't know about all that. A hat or a jersey. That's feeling a little crazy.
The shirt is the best one.
The shirt is really good.
I mean, it's just the better of them. It looks like the can.
Can you airdrop the shirt over here? You remember how to do that? I think I taught you. Let's see if you can airdrop it over here. While you're doing that, while you're figuring out that, let's let this play out a little bit.
Well, which one am I sending it to?
The MacBook Pro. Oh, you did it. Oh, hell yeah. All right. Let's accept an airdrop. Let's accept an airdrop, and let's check out this Rizzler shirt. Oh, wow. Wow, that's it?
That's it.
Okay. I'll take 12. This fat fuck, dude. Imagine getting this lucky. And he tells the guys, they ask him, they go, so how'd you get the Riz? How'd you become the Riz? Mark Norman. Whoa. And he tells him, he goes, one day I was just like, Dad, I want to make a video. And my dad just filmed me. I went, and that's it. I posted it on TikTok, and next thing you know, we're rich. We're absolutely rich. You can buy me on Arizona Iced Teas, on T-shirts.
Look, people have been buying this shirt.
They're
they only
all
have
sold
it small
out.
and
We can't
medium.
even buy
Oh.
them. They don't even have my size. I'm large through and through. I can't get a Riz. You know it's bad. That's a popular dude. That Riz is popular, bro. How?
Damn, I kind of wanted the shirt.
How are we back at Harlan Williams again? Okay, let's check out a little bit more of the Riz.
Oh, hell yeah!
Who's the coolest celeb you've met so far?
Jared Fogle.
Theo Vaughn.
Oh, Theo Vaughn!
You even have a handler that remembers for you. Wow, you're doing all right.
I think his name's Dad.
Yeah, it's his father.
Next mountain to climb. Twizzler.
Twist.
Is that what's his
Listen.
name again?
Rizzler, come on!
Sorry.
He's a legend.
Wait, I gotta claim ignorance here.
What?
Can you introduce a
You
guest?
don't know who the
when they
Rizzler
come?
is?
That's nice.
Everybody knows
Recurring
the
guest.
Rizzler.
Yeah.
I don't know him either.
You
You
kidding?
guys don't know
I
the
just
You know
Rizzler?
who he is?
I'm drawn to like when a young child comes in. I
This guy slayed more
mix it up
poon
with
than
them.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Now, for
He's dating
future
Margaret
reference,
Qualley, dude.
for future reference, if you see that outfit, walk the other way.
The Rizzler's big time, man.
There he is.
0.5 million followers.
Whoa.
Mama.
How did it
Oh my
pop off
God.
for you? What was the big moment?
Listen, this is the original Rizzler.
I came home one day and then I told my dad I wanted to do a video and I was like, this is the face of a Rizzler. And then, and I just became the Rizzler.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
That is luck. That's the luckiest kid I've ever met in my entire life. Imagine you come home and you rub your double chin fucking 3 times as if it's a fucking genie lamp, and next thing you know, $30 million pops out. That's insane. You find something interesting over there?
No, I'm trying to order this stuff.
Oh, the Rizzies? You're trying to get the Rizzies?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Rizzies.
But I'm going to have to get up.
Why?
I got to get my card.
Oh, to order it after the show. I'm not worried about that right now. Chill. Let's worry about the Rizzler and all this shit.
Okay.
So the next time code says Dave is a relic, but I'm kind of not really worried about that. I'm more worried about the move that Mark ends up pulling with the Rizzler in the middle of this goddamn time code. Wait until you see. This is the craziest thing. This might be crazier than Dave's cigarette box.
Do any kids hate on you? Do any of the guys at school resent you and they're jealous of you?
No.
No haters.
awesome.
That's rare.
All right.
That's really great.
What about the DMs? Some real weirdos?
I don't know.
Did
Don't look.
So what are you hoping on from Santa this year? A union card.
Dave is talking to
Make some real cash.
So there's these action figures called Marvel Legends. They're
Called
like
what?
Marvel action figures.
Pull them
Sounds
up.
white. Let's hear it.
Marvel
Keep going.
Legends action figures. I have like 40 of them
You do?
in my collection.
Holy
Man.
How much
cow.
money are you saving and how much you
Wolverine
burning
right
through?
there, that's
I
Spike.
like how Dave is legitimately talking to this kid as if he's like his grandfather or something like that. Dave's like, well, normally I would start talking about dick and pussy jokes and stuff like that, but I don't want to catch a charge.
Spider-Man,
Oh, hell yeah.
the Captain America, all of them.
Look at them all. Heroes.
Wow.
Not like those firemen and police. These guys.
How big are they? They
Really
what are
get
They're
they?
like this big.
Oh, okay.
They're 1/6 scale.
Hezbollah
I think.
size.
Yeah.
So will there be a Rizzler Marvel action?
Probably.
That's a great
Ooh,
question.
We got to hit the weights.
He seems yes.
Bulk
And then
up.
there's these other things. They're called Hot Toys. They're the same thing, but just more expensive.
Hot toys.
And
I
they're
know
like
it.
this big.
So
Pull
what do you
them
think
up.
about the Oscars moving to YouTube? What's the Riz's take on that?
Oh, those are cool.
I don't know.
That is crazy,
yeah.
right?
See, I'm kind of on Dave's side here. Now Dave is kind of poking at the fact that it's absolutely ridiculous that they have a child in here fucking talking to him. It's like, I would be doing the same thing if I was Dave. I'd be like, what's your take on Israel-Palestine? Imagine asking the Rizzler about that. He goes, what?
Yeah.
What is
exactly.
even that? I don't even know. I'm going home to smash like 10 zebra cakes and then I'm going to play fucking Fortnite until I pass out. I'm rich as hell.
Yeah,
They're, like, so
unfiltered
detailed.
and no time limit. That's what we need.
Oh God. Hope there's
Riz,
no
what's your
black
favorite?
comics.
What's your favorite like candy? I see you ranking all the candies online.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat's number
Really?
one.
Good choice.
That's classic.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
I love it.
What's your
Conversation comes to a fucking screeching halt. What's your favorite candy? Why? You gonna molest my child? What is the dad doing in the back? The dad's just sitting back there going like, we're printing money. We're
Yeah.
printing goddamn money. They're sitting there about to molest this fat fucking kid. In the middle of, they're gonna treat this guy as if he's like those fucking girls from Requiem for a Dream that are doing the ass-to-ass dildos at the end. They're all gonna gather around in a circle and start drooling, going, yeah. They're all touching this fat fuck in all 9 of his tits.
favorite put down?
Oh, don't say the N word. All right, good. He's a nice kid. He doesn't put
keeps
people
it
down.
positive.
Riz,
Now,
what's your
Mark
favorite
touching
cocktail?
him.
We have a full bar here for you.
I don't know if I like Mark
Shirley
touching him like that.
Temples.
Oh, can we get him one? That was
That's
adorable.
adorable.
That's the gateway drink.
I don't know.
Next stop, rehab.
Look, there's a video of me unboxing Marvel Legends.
Wow.
Whoa, let's see
Which
it.
Which one is it?
The
I don't know if I give a shit about the Rizzler unboxing Marvel Legends. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's skip ahead with that one. I'm good. After the sports clip video, I mean, do I have to see anything? I mean, that was the greatest piece of media I've seen so far in 2026.
You know, in other countries, kids your age, when they do something, it's food. They're like, look at this food into my food hole.
Okay.
Thank
We're very
you.
lucky here
Thank
in
you,
America.
USAID. That was a
I'm
great.
waiting.
How many takes did it take you to get?
I'm
to that?
waiting. The producer asked them to do like this really, really weird fucking thing. And I'm just waiting for it to happen. I forget exactly where, but put up with it. There is something happening here. There's something a brewing. Mark touching his shoulder, that's not the end of this. Okay? The Riz might get rizzed. Okay?
Once.
Wow.
Nice. He's a pro.
What are you hearing
plan
that, guys? Movie, people?
What do you?
Are you going to be in their movie? Because you know they're doing a movie.
We might have to write them in, dude.
Oh, we
I
got to
think that
write
would
you
be a
in.
great idea.
Now, what usually happens when they ask you want to be in a movie like that? You know, what happens in Hollywood? They start asking
Ooh.
kids they want to be in a movie. If Dan Schneider, well, that was his name, right?
Yeah.
From Nickelodeon,
Yeah, that's
Dan
his name.
Schneider. Dan Schneider comes over to you and asks you want to be in a movie. Now, in 2025, what are you going to think about that? You know, you might have some second guesses. You might be looking at Dan Schneider. You go, hold up. Now, Dave Attell asks you want to be in a movie. This guy who just shoved a pack of American spirits deep within the ankles of his sock. This guy right now talking to the Rizzler, asking him these creepy ass questions, has a full blown pack of American Spirit lights. I peeped the yellow box. A pack of American Spirit lights in his ankle sock right now. He has this. He's talking to him with a full pack of cigs in his ankle sock. If I knew that information sitting down as a child, and this guy starts asking me weird condescending questions like that, I go, don't you have fucking cigarettes in your ankle? The fuck are you asking me these stupid ass questions for? Why don't you worry about those cigarettes suffocating in your goddamn sock right now? Fucking asking me these stupid ass questions.
Cool.
What's the plan after this? You going to dinner? Or you?
I'm going to play Fortnite.
Fortnite.
What's that again?
It's a video game.
What's that
Some
again?
kind of gender thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you think about transitioning?
Craig, you're a father. Say something to him.
You think about transitioning. These guys are going to assault this child.
What?
They are going to sexually assault this child. It's going to happen. I say this joke a lot, but it's such a good one. The Rizzler is a pretzel in a pretzel shop right now. He's about to get assaulted. All right. He's about to be assaulted. All right.
Or something.
Here's the advice. You got to stand up to your parents.
Yeah.
They're going to tell you what to do all the time, but you got to mind your own, right?
So before we goes, I wanted to see if Mark wanted to get a photo of him in your lap like Santa Claus. Would you
Wow.
Listen to that. Now, the producer wants Mark Norman to get a fucking photo of the Rizzler on his lap as if he's Santa Claus. This is a... Now, that's about as sexual assault as I could possibly get. And the father is sitting in the studio right now. The producer asked that kind of question. If that's my kid, the producer asks a question like that, I'm going, what'd you just ask? You asked my son to sit on this grown man's lap? For what? For sick kicks? What are you trying to get out of my son here? The fact that he's not here boosting your numbers is not enough?
Talk to the dad there. Oh, wow.
The dad even said it's okay. Listen, and the fact that it cut right before this is unsettling to me. I go, what was said beforehand? I need to know. Was there some sort of argument? Was the dad like, I don't want you to take a picture of my son with him on your lap? Did they have to convince him? What was the cut for? I need to know. I need to know what was edited out.
All right.
So
Right
before
there.
we goes, I wanted to see if Mark wanted to get a photo of him in your lap like Santa Claus. Would you
Wow.
What? This is.
You gotta talk to the dad there. Oh, wow. All right, well, let me,
Yeah.
All right, my man. Here's your
oh, jeez.
Is that okay
All right,
with
bud.
you? And he says yes. The Rizzler says yes. Is that okay with you? He says yes. This kid is broken. Look at this kid. He's broken. Send him back to the factory. His default settings, you have to reset him. He's done. Something happened to this kid. I never was comfortable sitting on anyone's lap at that age, no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who it was. Guy, girl, it didn't matter. If you got me in a car and there weren't enough seats, back in the day, this was accepted.
Just sit on somebody's lap.
Sit on someone's lap.
Yeah.
That was my worst nightmare, being the youngest kid in the car, and you have to sit on someone's lap. Even worse nightmare is getting someone on your lap. I didn't like that either. I was not a fan. I go, no. I don't give a fuck. This kid will be strapped to the roof of the car before he's sitting on my goddamn lap. That's not happening. I was never comfortable with that. You trying to tell me this kid is actually okay with this? This kid is not getting his ass absolutely beaten at home. He goes, his dad's like, next time you let him, you get on his lap. You know what I mean? He's fucking this kid up. This kid has to be getting beaten the fuck up at home. The dad says it's okay. The kid says it's okay. Now watch how awkward this is. I've never seen anything more awkward than this. Dave Attell putting 10 packs of cigarettes in the ankle of his pants is not, or the ankle of his socks, is nowhere near as crazy as the Rizzler on Mark Norman's goddamn lap in the year 2025. I was not expecting to end my 2025 like that. I was expecting us to actually drop a nuclear bomb on Syria before anything like that. You know what I mean? This is nuts.
All right, well, let me,
Yeah.
All right, my man.
Oh, jeez. All right, buddy. Let me get the hat on.
Dude.
I said don't have a hat.
The hat takes some of the creep out of it.
Oh.
Another cut. So now, okay, so Mark goes to put the hat on, right? And somehow this is going to like trigger the Rizzler, or like his father's going to have Vietnam flashbacks or something and start shooting everyone in the studio. Something where Mark cannot wear a hat when the Rizzler is sitting on his lap like this. Why? This whole thing should not even be happening in the first place.
What is wrong with them?
I don't know. This is what I don't get. They actually might be drunk. They have to be drunk. You have to be. They have to change the show to "We are absolutely plastered." They have to be. No one in their right mind, no fucking a regular human being, is wanting to take a fucking photo with a child on their lap. Like Hezbollah taking a picture on Mike Tyson's lap was creepy, and Hezbollah's a grown-ass man. He just looks like a child. It's like, come on. This is nuts. And look at where Mark's hand is right now. Mark goes, hold on, let me make sure I have my finger, like this. Mark's like, make sure you sit right on top of this so that you don't end up moving in the shot. We want you to stand still. So you need to sit right on there, Mark wants to make sure he gets a couple fingers in. I know it's the motion blur, but doesn't Mark look like he has that hand from Scary Movie 2? The one where the guy's like, let me give you my strong hand. You never seen Scary Movie 2? Oh, man, wait until I show you the chicken wing from Scary Movie 2. We don't have time now, but we'll get into it a little later. It's a good one.
All right, shut up in there.
Look at
Wow, you
this.
did that a little too easily.
Exactly. Dave, thank you.
This is going to make me put on a list.
You are.
There you go.
You are.
Now you can get offset.
What the Mark? What the fuck?
Dismount.
Dude, the Riz is like farting on him. The Riz is like puffing his asshole like open. He's like trying to blow like kisses with his asshole on Mark's leg right now. The Riz is rizzling. He's rizzing all over Mark's leg right now. And
He's gonna do that in his high school yearbook.
And this is somehow legal. Yeah, if he's doing that in high school still.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like the photo, like some sort of photo in his yearbook is gonna have
him
shit.
doing that. Yeah,
Yes.
Of course. Yeah, no, I agree with you fully. But you bully this kid. In high school, he's doing that. You bully him.
I'm just saying it's gonna be in
I know.
the yearbook.
Yeah,
not
in the
he's
year
still
that
doing
I get. But even after the yearbooks come out, I go, oh, we have to shove him in lockers. Like I see that, I go, we have to bully this kid. We have to take him and give him swirlies.
Oh, he's gonna hate it. Everybody's gonna walk by him and do that bullshit forever.
100%. By the time the Rizzler hits the end of middle school, he's gonna be heavily contemplating suicide. Like, it's going to be like, he's going to be having flashbacks to the time where he sat on Mark Norman's lap. He goes, God, the shit that I was doing when I was like, my dad was like, holy shit, did my parents even love me? It's like, it was all for the money. You know, I have no idea what's happening. I was raped. I was raped on the set of We Might Be Drunk. The Rizzler says, he's like about to jump off of a building. He goes, this is all Mark Norman's fault. And jumps. Oh, God, look at this guy. Kill me now.
A warm ass.
He has a warm ass.
What the Mark? What the fuck?
Dismount.
The Rizzler's ass is hot.
He's Rizzling. He's Rizzling. He's doing his,
Rizzling right now.
he's doing his take.
It's melting now. Thank you, Riz.
That was great.
All right.
You really unboxed
You
it.
guys were
How was,
good. You
how
guys
was it-
lasted like 6 minutes. It was great.
6 minutes? This kid was on your lap for 6 minutes? Or is he saying they went 6 minutes without making like a specific joke or something?
I'm not sure.
If the Rizzler was sitting on Mark Norman's lap for 6 whole minutes, in my opinion, that's illegal. That's like full blown illegal. That's child abuse. That's 100% statutory rape. Like, I mean, yeah, the Rizzler might have been consensually sitting there, but if a 16-year-old consensually blows a 21-year-old, everyone's got a problem with it, right? In my opinion, this is equal to that. The Riz might as well have blown Mark right now. If he was sitting on Mark's lap for 6 minutes, he might as well have just blew him. And in my opinion, that's illegal. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's CP. What we just witnessed was child porn. That's CP. This right here, if I don't blur this out on YouTube, that's CP.
Look at that face you paused.
Exactly. Mark is busting a nut right now, dude. Mark is literally spagack. Mark is like, oh. You know what I mean? Mark is literally busting nuts right now, and the Rizzler is sitting here rizzing. He goes, this is how I get him. Riz is going, my milkshake brings other boys to the yard, and Mark is over here like, barely able to hold on. He's rizzling so hard. Greg Fitzsimmons over here, late for a fucking chemo session. You know what I mean? Greg looks so fucking stupid.
Melting now. Thank you, Riz.
That was great.
All right.
You really unboxed
You
it.
guys were
How was
good.
That's good. All right, let's give it up for the Rizzler. You know? Good old Rizzler, dude. I like the Rizzler. You like that little animation I did like that, where I made the screen come out? Woo, I wiped it like that. That's nice. You know? It's Command Q for those of you at home. If you got a Mac, you hit Command Q. All right? So what are we working now? Will you have to use the bathroom or something?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, run to the bathroom. We're good. I'm going to be setting up the next clip. We're going to be getting into a little bit of Matt and Shane's secret podcast over here. Yes. I got to get Matt and Shane's secret podcast, that soundbite where they go, Wild, Wild West. You know? He goes, Wild, Wild, Wild West. The Matt and Shane's secret podcast. There's a couple different reasons why I wanted to bring up and talk about Matt and Shane's secret podcast today, the MSSP. For those of you who may or may not be down with, you know, if you're one of the dogs, you know, you refer to it as MSSP. This is, of course, Matt and Shane's secret podcast. And it's a secret because they don't want anyone to know. If everyone knew about Matt and Shane's secret podcast, it wouldn't be a secret, all right? And usually when the secret gets out, there's a little bit of trouble brewing for the boys. Last time the secret got out, it ruined Shane Gillis' chances at being on SNL. Thank fucking God for him, right? Of course. Who the fuck wants to be on that show? Pete Davidson? You don't want to be like that. Trust me. Okay? So usually when the secret gets out, the boys catch a little bit of heat, you know? And the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because it's Matt and Shane. That's the show, right? And that's when the show is its best. I usually love that show, right? But every now and then, Shane will have like a big project, something coming up like that, and this guy's got to step away from the fucking show for a little bit, right? Now, usually when this happens, when Matt is left to his own devices, the show just starts going fucking haywire. Matt starts inviting like people who start writing like weird books about how like mustard causes better orgasms or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he starts like going haywire. The show goes from either being in a studio or on on Shane's couch to fucking full-blown Matt and the guests are on podiums as if they're fucking debating with each other. They're literally talking to each other at podiums. Who wants to stand like that for the whole... Imagine if me and you did this whole show standing. And I could. This desk I can lift this thing up like an elevator.
I mean, I stand all day in my job.
Right? Yeah, but you're working. Your mind is preoccupied. You're not...
No, you're right.
Imagine standing in a park and talking to someone for a full-blown... Standing. Not walking. Not nothing. Standing still in a park and talking to someone for a full-blown hour. You would go, we both have to be checked in. We both have to be 5150'd. You know? This is what you would do to someone like that. You go, there's no reason for both of you to be talking like this. Standing still. It's 75 degrees out. You know, you need to move. So this is this is the ridiculousness of Matt. This is what I'm saying, right? So when you leave Matt alone, when you take away the big dog, the shit over at Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, it starts getting a little nutty, bro. It starts getting a little bit nutty. And I wanted to share that with you guys. These are very light time codes, you know. This is nothing crazy, you know, but I wanted to show you just how nuts Matt can be on his own. We're going to start. Say that?
He looks nuts to begin with.
That's what it's funny that you say that because that's the reason why I wanted to start at the intro. Was right out the rip, Matt is trying to pull off a look that Shane would never in a million years allow. Matt walks into Shane's goddamn house wearing some fucking Hunter S. Thompson fucking yellow like he's walking in here trying to dress like Jeffrey Dahmer. He's trying to do a Dahmer. You remember in the fucking Dahmer, he had the yellow glasses like that. He's trying to pull a Dahmer. You can't do that. This is, you know damn well, if you walked into Shane's house wearing those goddamn sunglasses, Shane would fucking tear you to pieces. Are you kidding me? This is a classic example of when the cat's away. Oh, the mice will play. I'm telling you.
The Wild Wild West.
Hey guys,
Look
happy
at
New
this
Year.
asshole.
We're here. Kind of an off week, but figured we'd hit you guys with a little best of 2025. We got some great stuff, man. Some good clips lined up. Before we get into that, I just want to say again, happy New Year.
See, this is right here. This is a problem. This whole setup is a problem. Matt, you cannot leave Matt by himself. He has to have a handler. He has to have a handler. This guy has fucking 2 giant raw, these are like rolls of rolling paper.
Yeah, or like the cones, maybe.
I hope there's not that. I hope he's not buying things of cones like this. Either way, that's a problem. You have industrial fucking, like he bought these raw things at Costco or something like that. You know what I mean? These were like.
Well, he's got Costco-sized waters. Maybe that's
look
exactly
and
what
I was going to touch on that too. He's drinking these fucking goddamn waters as if they're beers. As if they are beers. He's
hydrated.
Holy shit.
What are these things back here that are all the same?
These little tins right here.
Yeah, they're down below too.
Yeah. If I had to guess, I would say each one of them is filled with a different hookah spice. You know, this guy. I guarantee you, there's a crystal somewhere in this bitch. You know, people that are drinking water as if it's light beer. I know light beer and water are practically almost the same thing, but if you're drinking water as if you're pounding back an 18 rack. You know, this is he's eating quinoa. He has crystals somewhere around. He's doing homeopathy, you know, all that bullshit. This is the kind of guy that gets cancer and goes, I don't need a doctor. They say if you drink 8 drops and you eat ginger root every morning, it gets rid of the cancer. 8 drops of lemon juice and you eat a full ginger root every morning, it gets rid of the cancer. He's dying. He's withering away like Steve Jobs. That's what Steve Jobs did.
Oh.
He got like some sort of cancer, like pancreatic disease or something like that. And the idiot was like,
homeopathy. I'm all about it. We ain't going to the goddamn doctor. I can heal on my own. Meanwhile, this guy's creating the most advanced computer systems that the world has ever seen at the time. And he's going, no doctor's going to help me with this. It's like, what are you even doing right now? So, like, this guy, like, look at what's this circle thing back here? What are we even working with back here? What is that? The Death Star from Star Wars? What is even happening back here? This man cannot be trusted. Okay? He cannot be trusted.
He's got a dolphin up there.
There's a dolphin. The Psych Nah recording studio. Put him away. You have to put him away. And it's not just the outfit. It's not just the weird setup. He starts saying shit that you go, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's happening here? Shane is a little bit of a bully. He's very grounded in his bullying. You know what I mean? He's not going to bully you for some ridiculous shit. He will bully you for saying ridiculous shit. But he will not, like, go out of his way to bully you for, like, a reaching point, right? He's going to bully you more on, like, a grounded point, a grounded in reality type of point, right? Now, you listen to some of the shit Matt says. As soon as I heard this, I go, this is normally the part where Shane butts in, goes, what the fuck are you talking about? And then they make it a little bit funny, right? He doesn't have that. Matt doesn't have the bumpers at both sides of the lane at the bowling alley right now. Matt is throwing fucking gutter ball after gutter ball after gutter ball after gutter ball.
Other news, we also have AI is booming right now. And, oh boy, another hotbed of controversy as well. AI, apparently it's getting better. There's billions, maybe even trillions of dollars being spent on AI research. And, you know, again, another thing people love, people hate. My thing is, if you're worried about AI coming and taking your job, you hear all this all the time. It's like, well, what if AI takes my job? What am I going to do then? It's like, dude, let it take your job. There's no shame in a machine built by billionaires taking your job from you. What do you think you're not going to do better than that? It's like, let it have your job. You'll just be like, let the state figure out your life for you.
Okay. There you go. Just be completely subservient to the government, man. They're going to completely take care of you. They've taken care of everything. This guy is actually retarded. This is what I'm saying. This is normally where Shane's like conservative, Trump loving, he comes in like this. Shane drops in like this. And he goes, hey, man, calm down with that communist shit. You talking real communist. You sound like you're coming out of Russia with that one. You need to chill, dog. You need to chill, all right? We need to work on our own shit. We need to make our own goddamn money, all right? We don't need the government coming in, subsidizing this universal basic income, that, right? Because then bread lines are going to become a fucking, a very frequent part of people's reality real fucking quick. This is exactly how that kind of shit starts happening. Anytime this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's being completely serious right now, but if he's not being serious right now, right, he's doing a very bad job of making this funny, is my point. It's like, okay, is he joking? If the answer is yes, you're doing it wrong. Is he not joking? If the answer is yes, you're wrong. You're just wrong, right? Like, this is crazy to think. Like, I'm not saying, and I don't even know if he's like actually making I think that he's trying to make a different point and he's delivering it wrong. I think he's like articulating it wrong.
Yeah.
Because I think what he's really trying to say is, if AI starts taking over and companies start they start axing out the jobs because AI can do it just as fine. I think the point he's trying to make is there's nothing you can do about that. So you shouldn't harp on it and you should just live your life and try to figure out a way to move forward and excel, right? Beyond that.
Right.
If that's the point that he's trying to make, he is definitely not articulating it correctly by saying, just let AI take your job, man. Just let the government take care of everything. It's like, what are you even saying right now? Like, that makes zero sense to me. I hate to get all Nick Fuente, in here and bring the vibe down. But this man is wearing yellow fucking sunglasses. He's got 8 bottles of fucking mountain water next to him right now. He's like, you should be the one who's going, fuck the government. We should be raging against the machine right now. Instead, this guy wants to fucking hand it all over. Okay. I need Shane to come in here, rock, flag, and eagle, and just fucking tell him to calm down. You know, please.
You know, if I'm saying if AI takes your job, that's nothing to stay awake at night about. Being like, oh, it's like there's nothing you can do. Like, you just let it come take your job. And it's also like most of the jobs it would take would probably be like office jobs, which are mostly fake jobs anyway. So why would you worry about a machine built by billionaires taking a fake job from you? You're not even really working. Let it have your fake job. Just give it. Say, hey, here you go, computer. You can have my job. I'm going to go outside now. And now you go from sitting like a fat ghost in an office to now you're outside. You get the sunlight on you, and now you got to go find food, which in my opinion is much more exciting than sitting in front of a computer and pretending to work in front of.
Yeah, so basically you can go from having like a salary and like an income and being able to like pay your bills to just being homeless. Like, he goes, you can be outside all the time. He goes, you can literally, I'm telling you, this is a life hack. He goes, this is a life hack right here. He goes, I swear to God, guys, this one's gonna blow your mind. He goes, you could let AI take your job. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to show up to work. And you could go from being in the office and making money and paying your bills and taking care of your family. You can go from that to there's a way you can be outside all day. All day, guys. He goes, I swear to God, I have this life hack. I'm telling you, and it's free. He goes, you can do it with no money. As a matter of fact, after you do it, you'll have less money than you've ever had in your entire life. He goes, guys, you could just be homeless. There's nothing wrong with that. He goes, there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. I'm rich. He goes, you know, Shane's my partner. He goes, I'm making millions. I'm rich as fuck. He goes, but there's no shame in being homeless, guys. He goes, I can take care of my wife and kids because Shane's making all the money and I get half. You know, he goes, but, you know, you guys, you don't have to worry about that. I love that. He goes, you can just go from inside and doing like pretend work. What is a comedian doing? What's a comedian doing if not literally pretending on stage to be fucking funny? Dude, comedians are not even good at being comedians. Isn't that crazy? Nowadays, comedians don't even have to be comedians to be comedians. That's a life hack right there. You know, this guy, you can go from doing pretend work in the office to just being outside all day. He goes, you could have a nice little shopping cart. You keep all your shit in there. He goes, it's nice. And there's other people just like you. They're all hanging out under the bridge. When it rains, you can go under the bridge. You don't get wet. He goes, it's not bad, guys.
And now you go from sitting like a fat ghost in an office to now you're outside. You get the sunlight on you, and now you got to go find food, which in my opinion is much more exciting than sitting in front of a computer and pretending to work in front of pictures of your kids. Which imagine if those kids could actually see you pretending to have a job to pay for them. That's fucking embarrassing, dude. Let the machines have your job. Say, hey, machines, come and get it. Let them come in and take it. Now you're on the outside. You got to go find food. And here's my thing. You're going to say, all right, well, how the fuck am I going to find food? It's like, I don't know. But if the AI came and took my job and like all of my work friends' job and, you know, unfortunately, even my work wives' jobs as well, I'd start a militia. You know,
He goes, yeah, you start the Proud Boys. He goes, easy as that. You start a government militia that like when, you know, in the government, they'll just hit a button and drone strike you guys out. And then that's it. You don't have to worry about food. You're dead. He goes, yeah, it's not even that big of a deal. This guy is nuts, dude. He's nuts to be having these dumbass thoughts on his own, bro. He's so stupid for this. It's absolutely insane. What was he getting at? He was saying, he goes, imagine if your kids could see you pretending to work.
Yeah.
No, that's just called work, dude. Like, I don't know about you, but like when people in offices are doing stuff, there's like consequences to those actions, whether they be good or bad. Usually shit's getting triggered behind those actions, you know? There's a reason that they're getting paid. I don't know if Matt realizes this, but not every company is paying people for absolutely nothing. 9 times out of 10, the job is tied to some form of revenue. They're not just going to give it to you for fucking no reason. That's how it works. Companies, if they don't got the money to pay you, trust me, the job ain't going to exist. That's the way that it works. I love that. Imagine your kids watching you pretend to work. Imagine Matt's 2 fucking half black kids sitting on stage watching Matt bomb. They go, oh, hell no. This motherfucker is shit. This is some ass, yo. I didn't pay for this goddamn shit. This should stink. You know, imagine that, Matt. Imagine your kids watching you fucking bomb on stage. I like that. I like Matt's thoughts. This is nice, though. This is refreshing. Because he doesn't have Shane to bounce this. Because Shane will stop these ideas. Like, Shane will stop them and then say something else to start steering the conversation in a different direction. And Matt knows. He goes, oh, okay. So he just follows along with it. He goes, yeah. You'll never hear Matt, when Shane and him are together, go, yeah, but no, let me finish the point that he just, as soon as Shane steers the ship in a different direction, Matt goes, aye, Captain. And he fucking just deals with it. Without the captain there, this ship is going who fucking knows where. Who knows where? I don't even know. Look at this. And then we go from letting AI take your job to Matt wanting to hang out with kids. He's playing fucking a game of 21 with high school children. He's playing a game of 21. Matt is 40 years old. He has gray hair, dude.
He does.
Imagine anyone with gray hair coming up and talking to you for any reason in high school, let alone wanting to actually do something with you, right? And it's like, okay, I can understand it's a game of basketball, right? So, like, that is, like, not the worst thing in the world. It could be worse. He could have the Rizzler sitting on his goddamn lap right now. It could be way worse than a game of 21. Trust me, you know? The worst thing about the game of 21 is a couple hot, sweaty teens with no shirts on them. I'm getting... No, I'm just joking. But that's really the worst of it. You know, what happened? Matt grabs one of their balls on accident. Matt don't strike me as a pedo. He's not watching Croatian fucking hidden camera naturals and their forced jerk off. You know, I don't think he's watching it. So let's listen to this one. Let's listen to Matt. Matt likes to hang out with them kids.
Like, I don't know. It's a shame you get such a bad rap for hanging out with kids. Because honestly, and again, it's like, I'm not like that. Like, I know that funny stuff, but like, I don't know, man.
I'm going to tell you right now, people who ain't like that, they never have to tell anyone that they ain't like that. That's not how that works. You know? It's like the same thing if someone comes up to you and they go, yo, I'm cool, bro. I'm like the coolest kid in school. You go, I don't think you are, you know? Most of the time, everyone else is calling you cool. You don't have to tell us. We would know. If you were cool, we would know, you know? I don't like that. Matt goes, I ain't like that. I ain't like that. It's a shame that people get a worse rap for hanging out with kids. Really? Really? The only kids you should be tolerating hanging out with are your kids and their friends. That's it. Other than that, you should not be tolerating the presence of any child as an adult. It should not have, or maybe your family members too. You can, obviously, if it's a family member, but yeah. I'm saying as far as like the whole spectrum of kids, you have your kids, family, and your kids' friends. That's it. Even your your fucking, the other kids in your family, right? Their friends, nah, you don't fuck with them. You just fuck with your kids' friends. That's it. You don't need to be around children in any goddamn capacity other than that. Like, I go to a DMV, I see kids in the DMV, I turn around, I leave. I reschedule, I'm out. That's it. If I've been on a plane, an actual airplane, going somewhere, halfway through the flight, I get up to go to the bathroom. I find out there's a kid on the plane. I jump out. With a parachute, I just jump out. I leave. I go, I can't handle this. What if this kid starts crying? You know? How am I supposed to deal with that? I can't. I'm sorry.
Now I'm like, yeah, I get it, man. Something about it, man. You just want to like, I don't know. It's a shame you get such a bad rap for hanging out with kids. Because honestly, and again, it's like, I'm not like that. Like I know that funny stuff, but like, I don't know, man. I wouldn't mind chilling with kids if I'm being honest. Like I feel weird around adults. I do. If I'm like at a party with adults, it's like, I don't know. But if like, dude, if you could just drop me at like, you know, like a 12-year-old's, I don't know, 12-year-old's birthday party, I would for real vibe so hard with like 12, 14, 17-year-old kids.
Stop,
and just like,
dude.
you know,
This is Shane has to like burst through the wall like the Kool-Aid man and be like, Matt, you cannot post this. This is the weirdest shit. And it's not even like, I understand he really is not saying like he's not saying anything sexual. I get it. But come on, bro. This is like
You just don't talk. You just don't say it.
Exactly. It's like, what the fuck? This all stemmed from a story he told about him playing a game of 21 with some high school kids and him beating them. And he goes, you guys should have seen I was so proud. He even said in the story, he goes, it took everything in me not to be like, yeah, good son, like to these fucking high school kids. He wanted to get in their faces like that. So now he's sitting there going from that to like, you know, I actually kind of miss hanging out with the young bucks. Like, I would just hang out with some 12-year-old kids. I hang out at the party, the birthday party. Everyone's eating cake. One of the girls falls over and she accidentally gets stuck in a bucket upside down. Her dress goes all over. Matt, you chill the fuck out, bro. He's going nuts.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't mind chilling with kids if I'm being honest. Like, I feel weird around adults. I do. If I'm like at a party with adults, it's like, I don't know. But if like, dude, if you could just drop me at like, you know, like a 12-year-old's, I don't know, 12-year-old's birthday party, I would for real vibe so hard with like 12, 14, 17-year-old kids and just like, you know, play flag football, do a slip and slide. You know, if we got to wrestle, whatever. I would wrestle them on my knees, to be fair. But.
Hey. You should not be wrestling kids at all. Imagine the way he worded it. He goes, if you just dropped me into like a party with, imagine Matt getting airdropped out of the sky, floating down like this on fucking in a parachute. The 12-year-olds are like, what is that? It's Matt McCusker wearing fucking huge yellow sunglasses, flying down going, don't worry, dudes. I got it, man. We're going to have the greatest time, bro. I brought the basketball. We can play 21. I'm out, dude. I'm leaving. As a kid, I'm running out of the fucking backyard. I'm out of there. I'm going, Mom, they were fucking grown men falling out of the sky at Tyler's birthday party. This is nuts. I can't hang out with these kids no more. Matt McCusker. Let's see if he has any finishing thoughts for that. That's pretty much the last time code from Matt. Oh, the Lamisi clip. I don't remember the Lamisi clip. Let's see if he says anything else. I want to know what that Lamisi clip was about. I don't remember that.
Like, I don't know. I like no pedo on me. I'm just like, it was so fun just fucking balling out with these kids yesterday. And you know, I hope I see them again on the court. I hope I ignited a little fire in their bellies. Cause I mean, dude, if I was a high school senior and some 40-year-old was giving me the motherfucking business, and I'll be honest, I could have been a lot more physical. But I let him taste it every now and again. I would drive and be like, okay, you want to get, how you fucking like that? But I did my best not to just try to like physically overpower because that's, you know, it's kind of coward shit. I'm not sitting here.
Okay, I'm good on that. Look, this guy, I got to give it up, dude. Matt, you saying some shit, dude. Like, he throws it all out there. He ain't scared. He ain't scared at all. He ain't scared at all, dude. The Lamisi clip. I want to know what this one is. Look at this.
On it, I'm going to read you guys a little selection.
Oh my God. This is what I was saying. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about. I named this time code. The Lamisi clip, I know what it is. He was playing that stupid clip of him telling the scuba diver joke, and they had filters of like Lemaire's face over there. It was not really all that great. And the joke was fucking dumb. They played that fucking scuba diver joke over and over. He played the clip like 14 times in the middle of the episode. I was like, what the fuck is even this? You know? But this right here is going to be a very good example of what I'm talking about. Matt is literally in one of those donuts, those lifesaver donuts, right? Floating in the ocean. And that thing is getting further and further and further out. We are at the end of the episode right now.
How many episodes is he doing by himself?
I don't know how long Shane is gone for. But you got to think about this. There are Patreons. They're doing 2 of these a goddamn week at least. So Matt's got a lot of fucking air to fill. He's going to run out of steam very quick. These things are going to go, they're going to get weird real goddamn quick. I'm telling you. So we went from, just in this 1 hour, we went from Matt, what was the first of all, his goddamn look. Then we went from, let AI take your jobs. Let everyone, let's just be homeless. I got a life hack for you. You could be outside 24/7. Matt wants to sell you a timeshare. It's called The World. You can just be in it. You know what I mean? Whenever you want. So then we go from that to fucking, I want to hang out with kids. Drop me off in the middle of a 12-year-old's birthday party. I'm wrestling with them. I'm hanging out in the ball pit. As a matter of fact, I'm not leaving the ball pit. I'm gonna be in the ball pit like this. Balls up to my nose the whole time in the ball pit, hanging out. Matt's in it, to win it. We go from that. Now Matt's about to start hitting us with this like philosophical shit. Like, this is something that Shane would immediately go, you don't even bring this anywhere. Don't even say any of these words in my house.
How much shit do you think Shane's gonna give him for all of
Oh my God. When they come back, if Shane doesn't bring this up, then I'm gonna assume that Shane is a fucking FBI agent or something like that. I'm gonna assume he's a Fed. If Shane doesn't bring this up, Matt and Shane are both Feds, in my opinion. He has to be. If you don't bring this up, that's crazy. Shane has to be getting phone calls about this. Like, if I was friends with Shane, I would call him. I would go, yo, I just listened to the last episode of your show. I think your buddy's bugging out. Like, you sure you don't want to do the show over Zoom or something? You don't want to be a part of this at all? You're that busy? Because this guy is fucking your shit up. He is fucking it up. Listen to this, guys. This is nuts. Listen to this.
He has a famous quote on time. He wrote a whole essay on it. I'm going to read you guys a little selection on we're going to close this out big with a quote from St. Augustine on time. So here's the quote. What then is time? If no one asks me, I know. If I wish to explain it to one that asketh, I know not. Yet confidently I say I know that if nothing passed away, there would be no past time, and if nothing were coming, there would be no future time, and if nothing were, there would be no present time. Those 2 times then, past and future, how are they when the past is no more and the future is not yet?
What is happening right now? You know what? You get what I'm saying? Dude, so you think like when I first, go ahead.
He reads it for so long, he stumbles over it.
Yo, you are sharp today. You're good because you're hitting all my same points before I even get to them, which I like. That is exactly the next point that I was going to bring up. When I first was listening to this, I was like, okay, it's going to be like a cheeky little bit for like a second or whatever. Dude, he reads this like this and has this music playing behind it for like 15 fucking minutes or something. It's like a horrendous amount of time. It's like crazy. It's like absurd amount of time. Like, I couldn't even believe
5 seconds of it would have been enough.
Yo, you give me 30 seconds tops. 30 seconds tops. And 30 seconds, that's a long time. You hitting me with 5 minutes plus of this? I'm out. I was listening to this. I was like, what is actually happening right now? Shane has to be listening back to this like on some movie set somewhere going like, we're cooked. Our Patreon's going to tank after this. This is nuts.
There would be no present time. Those 2 times then, past and future, how are they when the past is no more and the future is not yet? As for the present, if it were always present and never passed into past time, it would not be time but eternity.
Actually, pay attention to this.
Is time only because it passes into the past. How can we say that it is, since the reason why it is will not be? In other words, can we truly say that time is only because it tends toward non-being? And yet we speak of, quote, a long time and a, quote, short time, and we say this only of the past or future. We call 100 years ago, for example, a long time in the past, and 100 years hence, a long time in the future.
Imagine, we listened to this for what seemed like forever.
Yeah.
Especially with the music going on. I was starting to trip. I was like, whoa. I was like, oh, shit. I started going, oh, Matt needs one of these to calm his. He needs to chill out, bro. You need to calm down, my dude. I'm serious. So let's give it up for Matt, dude. Matt is, I don't know what it is. Matt's on some crazy shit, bro. Matt is on some crazy shit. And this is just one example of what happens when Shane leaves.
I'm interested to see how that's going to go.
Dude, Shane leaving is like leaving the cattle fence gate open. You know what I mean? The cows are going to roam. They're going to, next thing you know, you have one on the roof. You have a cow over here and Barry's field next door. It gets wild. It gets absolutely wild. Excuse me. So now, that's just one example. Matt ain't the only one in the crew that's acting a goddamn fool on Shane's absence, on Shane's leave of absence here. You got Lemaire. Yeah, I told you about Lemaire.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know Lemaire, Lemaire Lee is his full name. Shane, he's got, Matt as his co-host, right? But he's also got a little crew, his little posse of friends that live with him out over there in Austin, right? And part of that crew is Sean Gardini, who's their current producer. And then you have a guy named Nate Marshall, who's a comedian friend of theirs that lives around Austin, near them. And then you have a man by the name of Lemaire Lee. Let's give it up for Lemaire Lee. I love a Lemaire. Lameezy, they call him. Lameezy. Lemaire is a friend that they made doing comedy in like New York and Philly and shit like that. And Lemaire was actually Matt and Shane's secret podcast first producer. They fired this asshole. This guy like forgot to hit the record button so many goddamn times. They're like, bro, we got to just let you go, man. Like, I'm sorry. We're still friends. Shane's like, I'll let you live off of me, but I can't pay you. I'm sorry. I can't pay you anymore. You can live in my shed. In my shed in the backyard in Austin, you can live there. But I can't pay you anymore. Okay? So, Lameezy has recently started causing a little bit of ruckus online. And when I say a little bit of ruckus, I mean actually a lot of bit of ruckus. This guy has been like trying to start almost like a New York City, Austin, Texas, like comic feud. Just like the joke I made earlier. This is like East Coast, West Coast rap beef type shit, right? Now it all started with this one episode of The Regs with this is probably one of my favorite comedians of all time. This is Louis Gay Gomez, okay? Give it up for Louis Gay Gomez. I like Louis J. Gomez. Me and Louis are really good friends because Louis is also friends with Red Bar, and Red Bar is also friends with me. I'm his uncle, and we're all friends. So I like Louis. I really do. So, Louis, he's on this episode of The Regs with him, Dan Soder, Robert Kelly, and my second favorite comedian, Joe List. I love a good Joe List. This one soundbite has not been working this whole episode. I don't like it. So I'm gonna have to, take some time right now to close that and reopen it. Okay, so on this episode of The Regs, Louis starts talking about this argument that he started having with none other than Tony H. Hinchcliffe. My third favorite comedian of all time. About how Austin comics were nowhere near as good as New York comics. I wanted to share some of that with you guys to kind of give you a precursor of what got Lemaire so hot and bothered online. Let's check this out.
Oh, I was saying that because I had a debate with Tony Hinchcliffe. This is actually a good debate for this show. Because I posted, they were like, you guys should do Skankfest in Austin because it's got the best comedy scene in the world. And I was like, well, no, New York still has the best comics. And I wrote that. And then Tony Hinchcliffe screenshotted it to me and said to me, he's like, really? You think New York's got better comics than us? And then he was like, who do you have? And then I just fucking wrote, I'll pull up the list. I just like, and then I was like, who do you have? Rogan and fucking Tom Segura, and then Roseanne is like the third best,
and Shane sometimes.
Shane sometimes.
Tim Dillon. Not
no,
anymore.
Tim Dillon claims New York.
Yeah,
Tim Dillon. We have Tim Beck. He spends most of his time here.
Yeah.
What did he say after that?
It's so funny watching 4 hack fucking comedians sit at the table and talk about how, dude, them all being New York-based comics, none of them should be anywhere near that goddamn list, quote unquote, that Lewis is about to talk about. But I do fully agree. Austin comics are dog shit compared to New York comics. I mean, New York's the creme de la creme. There's so many more rooms, so many different like demographics of people to perform to. You could like really sharpen the blade in a place like New York, right? You're not going to get the same quality of heat coming out of a city like Austin. It's not impossible. Like you could get like the greatest comic ever could come out of Austin, but it ain't going to be everyone. It's not going to be like the pound for pound, every single comic. It's not, you just can't compare that. It would be like if a whole country was just, their whole thing was all fighting and they just all were fighters from the time they were born. You know what I mean? And then you take like a group of Americans and throw them over there and expect the Americans to like beat their asses or something. Maybe that's not a good analogy, but you kind of get what I'm talking about. It's just funny. It's like, yeah, I'm done with analogies. Let's just listen.
That.
He's sort of arguing with me. I'll pull up the text.
We got David Tell. We got
Chris Rock,
Quinn,
Louis C.K., Colin Quinn,
Todd Barry, Daniel Simonson.
Ooh, I don't know if I put Todd Barry.
I think even our there's so many underrated comics that are fucking. Lenny Marcus is hilarious.
Ethan Simmons Patterson.
No, that's the thing. Like the average comic, the guys you don't even know about, like blow the guys in Austin away. Like absolutely, all the guys who are doing the Mothership, that small room. Every one of them that moved from New York couldn't even get on stage at the Stand. Couldn't even get on stage at the New York Comedy Club. These guys were failing in fucking New York. That's a fact. It's an absolute fact.
Trying to start a war.
No, it's a war. They know what the fuck's up. They left New York because they couldn't cut it here. Let's get real.
Yeah.
Facts.
Let's get real.
Let's get real. Let's get real ass today.
Let's get real ass. Let's get real ass podcast with Zach Amico, that fucking Macy's Day blimp, dude. Zach Amico is fucking gigantic, bro.
He's interesting.
Zach Amico is a disgusting human being. He's like what should be depicted when people go like, this is what could go wrong. You know what I mean? They go, you could do everything right and you could end up looking like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. Chiseled, hot, sexy, right? You could do everything wrong and you could end up looking like Zach Amico, who looks like a fucking blowfish with legs. Like he literally looks like a fucking blowfish with legs.
Serious
Gas Digital. Skankfest is over. Now the bridges get burned.
It's enough with the blacks.
What the fuck?
Separate but equal.
What?
I like that. Okay, Joe List winning me over. I wasn't expecting that. That's why he's my third favorite comedian. So, of course, in typical Regs fashion, they bring this up and then they trail off for 35 minutes on some other shit that like is just, it's going to take you completely off that topic and that point, and then they come back to it. You know, you remember I was having to skip ahead though. I was like, what is going on here? They started talking about this at 8 minutes into the podcast. They don't start talking about it again until 15 fucking minutes into. For 7 minutes, they go on rambling about something not related to this at all. Imagine as a listener going through that. I would be ripping my hair out. I'd be like, why are you guys not talking about the one? You're like leaving me on a cliffhanger here. Like, I'm not the type of guy to wait. I'll get agitated. I'll be like, all right, fuck this show. I'm out. I'll watch a podcast cringe and I'll get all the info from that guy when he's making a video talking shit about you guys. So they finally continue. Let's hear the rest of this beef. I want to hear the rest. Tony and Joe. Tony and fucking Louis J. Gomez. Joe List is on my mind. I'm sorry. I love Joe List. Louis J. Gomez and Tony Hinchcliffe are starting a war. Let's listen to this.
Funny word. All right, who are the comics you named? We better all be on the list.
So then, Tony,
dude, if we're not on there, it's funnier.
It's funny if it's just
so
all.
then Tony goes, he quotes that and then goes, name them.
Why would he say name them?
And then he goes, Attell, ... then ... then this face.
Is that his face?
That emoji?
Yeah.
and then the American flag. Yeah. Then he said, "I love you." We bust each other's balls about this, but then
Dude, speaking of Italian, I wish I would have said it when I still had him on screen, but you remember when I was talking about the way he was sitting down? I said he looked like a frog, like if a frog was sitting upright, right? He looked so fucking funny sitting down like that. Have you ever seen a video of a frog sitting upright before? It's the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So Dave Attell looking like that frog that's sitting on that fucking wood thing like this is the funniest fucking thing I've ever fucking seen.
Attell, Soder, Mark Norman, Joe List, Robert Kelly, Big J, Schultz, Louis C.K., Chris D, Are You Garbage Guys, Ari Shafir, Colin Quinn, Norton, Sam Morrill, Todd Barry, Jim Gaffigan, Giannis Stavros, Nick Mullen, Tim Dillon, Adrian Appalucci, Jordan Jensen, Nikki Glazer, Michael Che, Pete Davidson, to name a few.
It's so clear that you got to a point where you're like, I need to name women and black people.
But you didn't put Chris Rock, Louis C.K.
He did put Louis C.K.
Oh, no,
Chris,
I didn't.
Dave should he put
Jerry Seinfeld.
And I said to name a few. This isn't even
It's still
talking
Rock,
about
dude.
the mid-level guys that are actual killers, like hundreds of them. All of the young bucks who followed Shane and Rogan to Austin couldn't get stage time in New York City.
Whoa.
Who you got? Then I was like, then there's unknown.
That's the one that triggered Lemaire right there. That line right there.
Yeah.
Lemaire was sitting. See, this is okay. I guess the cat's out of the bag. Lemaire started talking crazy shit online about this. Like, that's kind of what we're getting at here, right? Lemaire was sitting drunk, 4 a.m., wasted, watching the regs, and saw this, and he thought he was going to start a revolution on fucking Twitter. He thought he was going to really start something big off of this. Let's listen to that line one more time. For those of you that missed it, listen to this.
About the mid-level guys that are actual killers, like hundreds of them. All of the young bucks who followed Shane and Rogan to Austin couldn't get stage time in New York City.
Whoa.
Right there. All them young cats that followed Shane. Sorry, I was mid-hit. All them young cats that followed Shane to fucking Austin couldn't even hack it in New York. Lameezy's one of those fucking young bucks. Well, Lameezy's not young. Lameezy's like 50. You know that? But he's black. Black don't crack. He looks like he's like 35, but he's like 50.
You got.
Yeah.
Then I was like, then there's unknown killers that like Greer Barnes or Mike Britt that will literally be impossible for anyone in Austin to follow. There's like 100 of those guys, the Godfreys, the Mike Yards. I was like, if you're talking about pound for pound, there's no talent pool like New York. This is off the top of my head. Austin has you, Shane, Rogan, Tom, ... Roseanne. It's thinning out.
Well, they're all
from That was hilarious, Lewis. Lewis is actually the funniest Puerto Rican I've ever met in my entire life. Dude, your average Puerto Rican guy at a car wash is like funnier than Lewis. Like your average Puerto Rican guy that's doing like, he goes, "Sir, you want the wax on or you want the wax off? Or I can give it to you both, sir. I could give you the ping, ding, 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 ding. You know, those guys are fucking hilarious." Where is this with Lewis? Lewis should be tapping into that. Yanis Pappas does a better fucking Puerto Rican impersonation than Louis J. Gomez, who is an actual Puerto Rican. I'm a Puerto Rican too, though. What does that say about me? I'm like the whitest Puerto Rican I've ever met. I don't know. I'm talking a lot of shit. Me and Lewis might be the same guy.
Ooh,
snap!
Did you put your phone down? Or I gotta air my hands.
Was your phone too hot? You had
to. Then and you wrote, "I'm sending an assassin squad to kill you right now." It's all the guys who killed Tony.
So who else is in Austin?
But none of those guys can count toothpicks when you drop them like the killers of Tony.
We got those
96.
Too. Yeah, this whole production staff.
Yeah, we got a.
So then he goes.
We got an aught squad.
He goes. There's Ron White, Rogan, Segura, Roseanne, McCusker, Sebastian, Christina P, Bert, 6 weeks a year. Hinchcliffe. He called himself Hinchcliffe.
Tony Hinchcliffe is arguing with Louis J. Gomez. He called himself Hinchcliffe in the goddamn text right now. That is so crazy, dude.
Very on point.
Imagine that. Imagine if I sent you a text at all, ever, for any fucking reason ever, and referred to myself in the third person. For any reason. Tony Hinchcliffe, he's like the epitome of cringe, bro. I have to find that soundbite. That's wild. Let's listen to that one more time.
Got those
96.
two. This whole production staff. Yeah, these.
We got a.
So then he goes,
we got an aught squad.
He goes, there's Ron White, Rogan, Segura, Roseanne, McCusker, Sebastian, Christina P, Bert, 6 weeks a year, Hinchcliffe, he called himself Hinchcliffe, Brian Simpson, and then the Kill Tony regulars. Literally, again, bigger draws than everyone you listed.
He switched the thing up. He went bigger draws.
Yeah, no.
Than funny.
Yeah.
That's a different argument.
Do you know what Mike Britt could do in a minute on Kill Tony?
I found it.
Sometimes I don't know how fucking cringy and ridiculous I sound.
No, you don't. Imagine writing your fucking full name in the text message. Go, me, Hinchcliffe, the greatest, the one and only. I'm sucking so much dick in Austin. I'm getting ahead of life. Oh my God. So now this is right here. This is the blueprint for the World War III. This is the Franz Ferdinand right here that started the whole fucking comedy beef between New York City and Austin. And it's funny, I don't even think there actually is one. The only people who've like actually gotten involved in this and gotten upset were like Louis J. Gomez, Lemaire, and like that's it. Nobody else that's actually has a career in comedy actually weighed in on this at all. Like, it's fucking hilarious. So I want to take, what? Louis Wood. Louis is, for somebody who has as much shit going on for them in comedy, like Louis has like 19 podcasts. He has an actual podcast network. Like, oh, what? She's doing shit fucking around back here. He has a podcast network. He has a membership website. He runs a comedy festival every year. A lot of his podcasts are live. Seems like a very busy guy. He's like the Elon Musk of comedy. He's like busy doing so much shit, yet he finds time to tweet 19,000 times a goddamn day. It's like, how do you even fucking find the time, broski? Like, how does this even work, right? So, of course, Louis would get very much involved in this. So now this is Lemaire's tweet. Lemaire, like I said, look, and it was at 4 a.m. I never looked at the time until right now. This was December 30th at 4 fucking a.m. Lemaire Lee from the Matt and Shane's secret friend group over here. He writes, it's weird that the regs talk crap about Austin comedy when a fourth of them isn't as funny as Danny Braff. Now, I don't even know who the fuck Danny Braff is. What is even a Danny Braff?
No.
I couldn't even tell you, right? And we looked up this Danny Braff guy. The guy had like fucking 200 followers. He was like a legitimate nobody. Like, my Twitter account has like 104 followers. If I'm like half of your follower count, like, you ain't shit. I don't know. Like, you shouldn't even be part of this conversation. You know what I mean? Like, and I know social media account doesn't equal funny and blah, 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 but comedy, that's the way it works now. Like, if you are funny, you just will have a big like, that's just the way it goes, bro. You're gonna get people to follow you. The shit you output is gonna draw attention if you're fucking funny. Like, that's the way it goes, you know? At least the people who watch you in the crowd are gonna come and follow you, right? If you're a comedian and you're doing enough shows and blah, blah, they're gonna follow you. You're gonna gain a little bit of a following off of that. Like, if anything, I say that's a boost. That's a cheat code, you know? I don't know Danny Braff, right? So what happened when we saw this? I go, oh, man, we got to check the comments of this.
Yeah.
Because there's no way he's writing something like this and nobody doesn't say anything, right? So we get through there. We start looking through the comments, right? And I love this. People start writing funny stuff like this. This is a good one. Someone wrote, like, how are you saying this when this is literally you? This is like Lemaire hanging out. What is this? DX. You remember DX? They went,
oh,
like,
yeah.
Suck it. Like that. That used to be suck it. This is them hanging out with a black midget. You know? I don't know who they are. What was that? Triple H and X-Pac? I think they did DX, right?
Yeah, okay.
So now people are posting some funny shit in here. And then we get down to this part of the comments, right? I see Lewis. He writes a little comment right here. He goes, cucking for Austin? We will explore your crimes on next week's Real Ass Podcast. as if he's like Red Bar. He's like trying to sound like Mike David. You know, Red Bar does this thing. I don't know if you know or not. He does this thing where he'll tell people you're on fool's notice. He goes, I'm watching you now, right? And Red Bar actually has made a reputation and a presence for himself online. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling my words a little bit. He's made a reputation and a presence for himself online to where, like, he has enough fans to where that probably would scare some comedians. They would go, oh, now I'm going to get harassed in my DMs. Possibly someone might show up to one of my shows and heckle me in the crowd. You know what I mean? Something like that, right? So he'll say, you're on fool's notice, right? I'm watching you. He'll let people know I'm watching you now. And people will be like, oh, shit. They like block him and stuff like that. Yeah, it's funny. So now Lewis is trying to do like a Red Bar. He goes, oh, cucking for Austin, are you? He goes, oh, yeah, me and fucking the 500-pound crack of Zach Amico, we're going to be watching you. Zach's going to be eating Cheetos watching you all day. Because we know Zach's good for it, right? So I saw that comment. I go, oh, shit. Lewis is kind of like on one right now, right? I go, I like this. I go, Lewis is trying to be like Red Bar. I like this. But then he goes and does the most un-Red Bar thing I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. He continues to comment on Lemaire's post. Hold up, I accidentally clicked something else. We'll get back to that in a second. He continues to comment on Lemaire's post fucking 4 more goddamn times. Let's see if we could find that fucking shit. Where is he at? I kind of ruined it. Look at this. He comments on fucking Lemaire's post 4 more goddamn times. That's the most un-Red Bar shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life, right? Now, the frequency of these comments is enough to justify my nickname for Lewis Gay Gomez, right? This is enough right here to justify. How many comments you put on this goddamn one post is enough to call you Lewis Gay Gomez, right? Now, let's listen to what these comments actually sound like. The first one was, you cucking for Austin, we will explore your crimes on next week's Real Ass Podcast. Then the next comment is, enjoy the ratio, fag. He calls Lemaire a fag. Tells him to enjoy the ratio. Now, I had to explain what a ratio is to you. For those of you who don't know, a ratio is when, like, you post something, right? And someone who doesn't like what you said, doesn't agree with your views, will comment something to, like, either counter the point you made, make fun of you, talk shit to you, something like that. And everyone ends up liking that comment more than your actual post. You got out-ratioed, you know what I mean? You got outweighed by the public. Someone who talks shit to you on your own post, on your own turf. They ended up getting more likes than you. How crazy is that, right? Tell me that's not the most fucking middle school white girl shit you've ever heard. Who gives a fuck about that? Who gives a fuck about that? I had to actually look what that meant. Look up what that meant. I had to actually look up what that meant. I'm 36 years old. I'm 36 years old. I have fucking bills, bro. Like, I don't know what ratio means like this. So I go, what is Lewis talking about? I go, I have to know. I go, Grok. I go, at Grok. What does this mean? You know, he tells me, Louis J. Gomez is a faggot. He goes, that's what it means. I don't know what to tell you. Enjoy the ratio. Now look at this. And Danny Braff is funnier than 80% of Austin's comedy scene. Danny is actually really funny. Right? So now Lewis is having like a full-blown ass conversation with Lemaire. Is Lemaire replying back to any of these? Let's see. No. Let's not go back to Lewis's profile. I want to see if I want to look at the actual post. It doesn't look like Lemaire's even fucking dignifying these with the goddamn response. Everyone else is having a better time than fucking Lemaire is with this, right? Now, this is the one that I love the most. Lewis, after 4 comments and getting no responses from Lemaire, he goes, I just sent this to Red Bar.
The next day,
he wrote, I just sent this to Red Bar. Louis J. Gomez is telling his daddy. Louis J. Gomez is tattling on fucking Lemaire Lee. Imagine that. Imagine living in a world where you're Red Bar
Imagine being Red Bar, right? Mike David, his name. Imagine being Mike David, sitting in your home. You probably have like polio or something, right? Nobody's seen you in public in like 6 months. You're dying, right? And you don't want to tell anyone. Like a cat, you are just withering away in some corner in your house while your wife plays Weekend at Bernie's with you. You know what I mean? Like, this is what's happening to you, right? And then you get a text message on the phone. It's from a dear old friend of yours named Louis J. Gomez. You look, you go, Louis texted me. I wonder, he's probably wondering how I'm feeling right now. He's probably worried about my health because I helped Louis get Gas Digital off the ground. I helped Louis start his company because I had a website like that. I started redbarradio.net, and I did my own thing. I helped Louis build his own thing. So naturally, he's texting me to reach out to me to worry how I'm doing. Mike David opens up the phone only to see Louis going, I think that you should cover this on your show, as if Louis is any old fucking faggot Red Bar fan. Imagine that. That's crazy. That's crazy for fucking Louis J. Gomez to think that this is like cool to do. You really ate with that one, didn't you, Louis? I just sent this to Red Bar. You have any idea how much of a fucking 5-year-old you sound like? He sounds like a child.
Yes.
I'm going to tell mom. You spilled apple juice on the floor and you're not cleaning it up. I'm going to tell mom. Come on, dude. Get balls, bro. Actually, fuck it. Don't get balls. Just get fucked. Like, are you serious? You have 100 podcasts and a whole ass child. Louis has like a whole kid. It's like, come on. Build an empire for your fucking child. What are you worried about? Lemaire doesn't shower for like a week at a time. You're worried about the shit coming out of this guy's mouth? Like, get real, bro. I'm telling Red Bar. That cannot be real. That cannot be real. I saw that. I go, this guy is fucking like serious right now. Like, what are you, fucking gay? You know, I'm telling Red Bar, he says. And then look, that was only the first one. I forgot. I should have went back to Lemaire's thing. Look, Lemaire, he just goes off on this. That was just the first one that he put out. Look at these. All right, so it started on December 30th, right? It started on December 30th. After that tweet, he writes, I'll take it a step further. New York clubs book some of the worst comics I've ever seen in my fucking life. All you got to be is a girl with 100K followers, and you can own that city. And I kind of agree with Lemaire a little bit because Hannah Berner is like an actual comedian that's from New York, and she like legitimately sucks every ass that I've ever seen sucked ever. Like, she fucking blows, dude. Lemaire's still going. New York smells like shit and piss, and so do the comics. I love this. I'm seeing this. I'm going, Lemaire's burning it all down. And Shane has to sit somewhere in like fucking Toledo, Ohio on some movie set where they're having him play like a high school football coach from 1970, right? And he has to look at all these tweets and go, God fucking damn it. Like, every one of my fucking friends is going to be asking me about this. You know? Every single fucking one of them. Why? Because Lemaire is Shane's child now. Lemaire is like legitimately Shane's kid now. Same with Matt. Lemaire and Matt are running around Shane's house right now with crayons, just drawing all over every fucking surface that they can possibly find that doesn't have crayon on it. And they are ruining everything. They are just fucking spilling orange juice. They're like kids trying to pour a glass of orange juice. You ever seen that? And this is what's happening. They're trying to pour a huge jug of orange juice, and it's getting everywhere, bro. And the only person who's going to clean it up is Shane. 3 weeks from now, when it's all dried up and sticky and fucking ruin the goddamn floor. You know, like, this is bad news right here. It's not like burn the world down, but this is like, nobody wants to come home from work and have this kind of headache.
Yeah.
Off of legitimate children that don't belong to you. I'd send Lemaire back to his dead mom. I go, can you take him back? I know you're dead, but please.
Here he is.
Here he is. Yeah, I can't have him anymore. You know, I take Lemaire to like a fucking pound. I go, I have a dog for you.
I know he looks a little weird. He's a little big. I swear he's purebred, this one. You know? And Lemaire now, look, the next day, right? Lemaire goes, you guys just exposed yourselves as scum. None of you do comedy, and you got so mad at me about something that literally does not matter. Good job, bozos. Now, he's referring to a lot of people in the comments talking shit, right? He goes, a lot of you are fans. You don't even do comedy. I think like he's trying to make it like as if he did it on purpose. Like he was obviously like drunk and just going off and speaking his mind. And then he woke up in the morning. He's like, fuck. Those were live all night. And you can't delete them now because you know someone screenshotted them. And deleting it is like, you might as well draw a red circle around it at that point, you know, because somebody's going to be like, oh, look, he deleted it. He deleted it, you know. So I think that's what happened is he's just like doubling down. He woke up the next morning still a little lingering off the alcohol. You know how you get really drunk and you kind of wake up a little drunk the next day. You're like, oh, fuck. He might have drank another beer. He goes, let me get the hair of the dog a little. You know what I mean? And he goes, let me double down. He goes, I could double down. You know? Lemaire really getting in it. I just wanted to share that with you all. I wanted to applaud Lemaire Lee, you know, for being a real one. If anything, dude, Louis J. Gomez and that real ass podcast shit, that's real ass. That's real ass right there. As far as I'm concerned, that's about as real ass as it gets, you know? So what are you thinking? You thinking we got time for some funny vids?
Yeah.
Oh, we got time for some funny vids? You guys don't know, but she actually it seems like I'm the one that runs everything here. I'm not. I'm like the talent is what they call it, right? She's the one that really like schedules these things, a lot of the time codes and stuff like that. It's like, you should see if a fucking camera goes out in this bitch, I'm like sitting there like, Ashley, you have to fix it. I don't know what, you know? I'm like, help. So let's check out this first. We got some funny vidges for you. You know, since we were talking about Lemaire, Legion of Skanks adjacent, you know, type shit, why don't we start with a little bit of Big J. Okerson? You know Big J. Okerson, yeah? You remember you a little bit of Big J. Okerson? It's my man Big J. Okerson right here. It's my good old buddy. So Big J. Okerson, he's trying to do this this fucking pedophile hunter thing. You know? So like, I don't know if it was, I know it was before you were on the show. I covered a long time ago. I covered this guy named Vitali. He was this streamer that was doing pedo hunter shit. But they would have like fake dummy accounts. They would lure pedos over, do the whole sting shit like that, right? But then they would just fuck with the pedos as hard as they could and then never get them arrested. They would always like just let them go. They'd be like slapping them in the face, throwing pies in their faces, making them drink toilet water and shit like that. And then they go, thanks for the content. See you guys later. You know, go out and you know, rape some more 13-year-olds. It's fine. I'll see you. You know, don't worry about it. Next week we'll like it was like crazy. I was like, why aren't they getting anyone arrested? Like they would be doing like the Lord's work if they just like got people arrested. They're more worried about the content, right? So now, in my opinion, I think that Big J is getting a little old and washed up. He's kind of finding it hard to come up with ideas to promote his goddamn shows. So now he's doing pedo hunting. And like, I think this is real. Like, I don't know. I thought at first, I was like, is this like all fake and like a sting or whatever? But like, I think it might be real. I'll let you guys at home decide. You tell me if this is real or not. Because I'm old as hell. I don't know.
I'm trying to cuddle with you.
We're about to go pedophile hunt. This is who's we're getting. Oh.
We just want to know what you're doing here. Why are you going to a 13-year-old girl's house?
You tried to tell me you were sex. I told you I did not.
Look, so now if this seems kind of real, you know, I feel like if it was fake, there would be a lot more exaggeration. They'd be like trying to like have different shots. It would be like you could kind of tell with that stuff nowadays. I feel like as people, we are getting conditioned to kind of sniff out the bullshit. You have like middle America, they're the only ones who can't sniff out the bullshit. If you're from one of the major three, you know, New York City, Chicago, LA, you from one of them, you're on it. You know, you're smart. I like to think that. I go, you from one of the big major ones, you smart. You know, everybody else is dumb as hell. So no, but in all seriousness, I take this to be real so far. I'm like, this seems real to me. But look, again, they just got in his face. What are you doing? And then they let him escape. It's like, bro, you gotta, if he's breaking laws, you gotta break some laws. They say you have to break some eggs to make an omelet, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying you hold that man hostage, you kidnap that man. The cops will give you a pass. They go, he was gonna rape a what? They go, yeah, you could kidnap him. You could kill him. They go, here's my gun. Shoot that man. I would. Big J. Okerson. He's the new, what was that guy's name? Chris Hansen?
I don't know.
Chris Hansen, I think, was the guy that he would do the, what was the name of the show?
I don't know.
There was like a show that he did. I think it was called Dateline or something like that.
Dateline is still a show.
But Chris Hansen was the host of it.
Maybe. I don't know.
And I think he would catch like pedophiles. He'd be like, why don't you have a seat? And like they'd sit down and he goes, you want some cookies?
Mm-hmm.
And he'd be like, what are these text messages? He shows them. He goes, you said here that you were going to spread his asshole open as if it was a, you know, spread his asshole open like a balloon knot, you know, and blow into it until he was inflated like a doll. I don't know. I can't even think straight. Trying to see, that's how not pedophile I am. I can't even talk pedophile dirty and make it make sense. Like I can't even do it. I'm that out.
Yo, we had a runner last time, so we're gonna stick around for one more. See if we can get this guy to talk. We're taking down pedophiles.
We're not here to hurt you.
See, even Big J is like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard of. He's like, I can't even believe I'm doing this. He's like, isn't this dumb as hell? We're in here. We're taking down pedophiles. He goes, the last one was a runner. This one, I'm a faggot. Let's just keep filming.
We just want to have a conversation to clear the air.
Look at
what are
Big
you
J.
doing at a 13-year-old's house?
Just talking.
But if you're
He goes, I believe him. He goes, the girl goes, what are you doing at this 13-year-old's house? He's like, I'm just talking. Jay's like, I believe him. I think we should let him go.
honest, this does not have to go anywhere. That this isn't you, and this is more.
There is like a stigma to it, I guess.
Fine.
There is a stigma to hanging.
How does that excite you or make?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go.
I love how Jay thinks that this is the funniest thing. Like, this kid was legit. This guy was coming to fucking penetrate a child. And Jay's over there doing his stand-up act. Like, he's going, yo, guys, what's up with airplane food? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you fucking doing? He's like, yo, let me run this bit by you guys real quick. I've been thinking about this bit. It's like about how, like, I really can't stand when people are trying to make a left-hand turn, but they're like letting other cars go instead of just making the left-hand turn. What do you think about that premise? Then meanwhile, the guy's in the background fucking destroying some fucking 12-year-old kid. Like, Jay's like, I got another one for you guys. He's like legitimately doing stand-up into the camera. Some kid's getting violated in the background. Good old. I like want to keep making jokes about it, but we're running out of time.
Yes.
So you got marijuana for a 13-year-old?
I know marijuana. It does smell like weed over here.
Yeah, it smells like weed, but you said that you have marijuana for a 13-year-old. Well, our parents are going. Okay, we're just gonna get your license plate and
See, that kind of made me not think it was fake either. Because, like, why would they just dox themselves, like, their own license plates? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if they had a friend who was, like, an actor, for, you know what I mean? And then if it was an actual paid actor that they hired and they just recorded his license plate and put it out there in public, that's illegal if they don't know about it. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, is it? And then this is still illegal just because the guy's a pedophile. You showing his license plate like that. But that guy is not going to come. What are you going to do? Go to the police and go, I was trying to fuck a 13-year-old and then they took my license plate and put it on the internet?
No.
You know what I mean? And nobody's going to do that.
500 jobs never done.
All that just to sell tickets. He goes, yeah, we just let him roam the streets again. We didn't even call the cops, you know. But get tickets to my show. I'm Big J. Okerson. I love that. You gotta love that. I'm watching that. What do they call it? It's called like 85 minutes instead of 60 minutes.
Oh.
Because Big J's fat and slow. And yeah, that wasn't a good joke. That was like a Kill Tony bomb. I was like, wait, let me explain it. Wait, I can explain. I swear, you guys will laugh after I explain it. This is a funny one. You'll love this one. This is a good one. I like this one. This shit had me dying. Look, this is an old clip right here that I had found of, you remember Chris Angel?
Mm-hmm.
You know Chris Angel? He would do, I think it was like Mind Freak, right? He would be like, Mind Freak. And he like fuck with people in the street and do like magic tricks and stuff.
That sounds right.
Yeah, something like that. So this was like from an old episode of a TV show. I don't know what TV show, but Chris Angel is about to make Shaq levitate, right? Like the Shaq, like Mandingo Shaq,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And he's not only going to make him levitate, he's about to make him levitate over an entire goddamn house. Yes, I said it right. An entire goddamn house. Wait until you see this. Oh shit. Hit the wrong button. Play.
Shaq has been calling me out for years. In the press to levitate him. So I'll do it if you want to see it right now.
I like Shaq's retarded. The guy's like, Shaq's been calling me out for years. Shaq's like, for years. And then the guy's like, and I've been trying to make him levitate. He goes, levitate me. Like Shaq's just like repeating the last thing he says.
Shaq has been calling me out for years. In the press.
You hear him? Years.
Shaq has been calling me out for years. In the press to levitate him. So I'll do it if you want to see it right now.
Who are all these white people?
I don't know. This is all part of the show. I don't know what show this is from. This is old shit. Obviously, you could tell it was shot in like fucking 180p. This shit was shot with like a fucking, like a VHS handheld camcorder. They shot this goddamn thing with.
You have to agree to this.
Oh, all right,
let's do it. All right, so what I want you to do is come over here, man. I want you to lay down, relax, chill out. Lay out with your head over here. There we go.
Shaq's like, my back and joints can't handle this. You know, like giant people like that, they always die because like their body can't support, like their innards can't support their frame. Like your heart is like a regular sized heart. It's pumping for like a body twice the size of a normal person. It's like you might as well be like fat at that point to your heart. You know what I mean? Because
there's nothing.
It's
can't
pumping,
even do anything about it.
Yeah, it's pumping blood for the same amount of mass. You know, as like a 5'8", 300-pound man might as well be pumping the same heart. You know, it's kind of like that. Maybe a little less cholesterol, but I know Shaq is like, my damn knees right now. He goes, God damn, you got me bending up.
Over here, man. I want you to lay down, relax.
It's like the Tin Man.
Yeah.
You hear like,
there we go. All right, just completely relax yourself. All right, cool.
Wait until you see this. This is amazing. Watch.
Right?
Wait until you see this.
Hey guys, I want you to gather around
This
him.
is actually
Take
amazing.
Your fingertips. You're gonna hold his body just like this. Shaq, relax, 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 relax. You're gonna allow him to literally stick to your fingertips. Believe it can happen. Believe it can happen, and it will happen. Start to lift up now. Don't release your hand yet.
Whoa, dude, is that not amazing?
All right, release your hands, guys. Release your hands.
I like how they have the most hardcore music. It's like it's like the most hardcore shit in the background. Listen.
Don't release your hands yet. All right, release your hands, guys. Release your hands.
Release your hands. It's like so clearly like a balloon, and everybody's like, oh shit. Like they're not all part of it. Like they had to have taken the balloon and put it in front of them. And you know, so it's like literally 100% staged, right? Typical Chris Angel shit, you know what I mean? And everybody's like, yo, dude. Notice Shaq's not saying a word. He's like, you think he would be like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like levitating right now. Oh, shit. Like, you should at least edit that in, right? I would edit that in. I would go, yo, let's get some ADR of Shaq, saying some shit. We could splice that into the show. Instead, they just leave it completely. Like, you're trying to tell me Shaq floats like this. He's now a good 8 feet off the ground at this point. He's not going, oh, shit, man. Like, this is crazy. He's just sitting there taking it. He's just going, I might die, but I'm just going to stay quiet, okay? Look at him. It even acts like a balloon. It like goes like and gets like pushed over by the wind a little bit. Like, look at that. That is the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. Look at it. Watch. Now the wind just takes it over. It's just like, let's go over here a little bit. Yeah, and imagine Chris Angel. He's probably on the ground going like for the camera. He's like pretending to like move it around. The wind blows it like all the way over there. He's like, oh, I forgot. I wanted to move it over here. You know that? He goes, sorry, guys. I almost forgot that I wanted to move it to the left for a little bit.
Come with me, everybody. Whoa.
That's Flavor Flav right there. Look at Flavor Flav. He's like, oh, shit. It's like that, what's that movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? And you know the scene where all the meatballs start raining out of the sky and everyone's like turning around like, and like everyone's getting meatball, dude. That's like Flavor Flav right now. He's like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, right? It's Cloudy with a Chance of Shaq. That's the weather report today. Cloudy with a huge chance of Shaq blocking out the sun. There's going to be a solar eclipse today, everybody. It's Shaq. Shaq is going to be floating over fucking Calabasas, California. It's going to be a solar eclipse around 2:30 p.m. Chris Angel's in town.
Come with me, everybody.
Look at Flavor Flav. He's like, oh, shit.
All the way up there.
Look at this fucking shit, bro. Bro, look at the shine on like his elbow. It's like so obviously a balloon. Look at this. Look at how shiny his elbow is. Like, you wearing that much cocoa butter, Shaq? What, you knew Chris Angel was coming into town? You thought it'd be a good idea to get slick? This is what you're telling me? That's a balloon, bro. I'm surprised one of the shoes didn't like fall off or something. How many takes you think they had to do with this?
I don't know.
At least a couple to get the thing like perfectly where they wanted it. Because look, they had to have a camera rigged up like this to be like that high at the roof, or at least a camera guy on the roof.
No.
Right? Look at that lady. You seen that lady?
Yeah.
Dude, she's like, it's like the second coming of Jesus, bro. This is like insane. Look at this lady. She's like watching like her fucking cleaning lady get deported by ICE. Like, that's what it looks like right now. She's like devastated off of this. She's like, I can't believe this is even real. Blacks can fly now. What the fuck? She's like all racist and shit. She's like, holy shit. Nobody told me they were gonna get that to fly. Shaquille O'Neal's like, God damn, I gotta be so quiet right now. I can't even talk right now. I'm so crazy.
Wake up. Open up your eyes. Open up your eyes. You okay? Okay. Come on up there. Come on up there.
Oh, that's why he wasn't talking? He was passed out the whole time? That's convenient. That's pretty convenient.
Okay, you didn't mention that part. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, me neither.
Did he say
No.
that Shaq was gonna pass out? That's dangerous. I'd be like, yo, you made me pass out for that. I'm suing you. That's bad for my health. What if I never woke up? Imagine never waking up because Chris Angel made you float over a house in California. Imagine that. That's about the roughest way that I could possibly imagine dying. Yeah, I got to give it up. We have to give it up for Shaq. Shaq and Chris Angel is making the impossible possible. You know what I mean? This is good shit. What else we got? We got 2 more good ones. How about this? I'm going to let you decide which one we do first. We have one's titled Post Malone Backflip Fail, and the other one's titled Superhuman Episode 6. Which one sounds more interesting to you? It's not bad. Not a bad little game we play here.
Okay.
Over at Lost Dogs Media. Yeah.
Well, let's do Post Malone. We're doing both of them either way.
We're doing
right?
both of them either way. I'm just playing a little game. I'm getting you involved. You look like you're falling out, which I don't blame you. We're tired right now.
It's because I have to pee.
Oh, well, go pee.
I had all that coffee today.
Really? It's that bad? The peeing? Oh, God. All right, well, I'm going to wait for you to hit this Post Malone reaction. So the audience is counting on you. They're counting on you right now. Oh, my God. Because we are stuck. We're stuck right now. I'm not going to lie. I didn't even watch this Post Malone flip thing yet. You know what we will do while this flip is happening? We'll turn on a little bit of music. Right? Get a little bit of smoke. I don't want to listen to the Beatles right now. Sorry. Ooh, yeah, baby. Welcome to another episode of Lost Docs Media. Be sure to check out us on all of our social media platforms. That's at Lost Docs Media on Instagram, fucking YouTube, TikTok, fuck all of them, Twitter, everything. Give us a follow, send us a DM, whatever you like. Be sure to also support the show by going over to lostdocs.media, buying a little bit of merch, why don't you? If you're new here, you might notice the music, right? We like to throw in a little bit of music every now and then here at the show. If you're not new here, you'll notice that the music is a little more of the mainstream variety. We are giving up completely on monetization here over at Lost Docs Media. We are not worried about copyright, fucking nothing. If an episode gets taken down off of YouTube, we'll send you the link to watch it over at Twitter. You send us a DM and you're in there. So let's listen to a couple more tunes. We'll give our co-host here a second to light up a spliff if she has one. You guys light up a spliff yourselves at home before we get into these last 2 funny videos to end the show. That's not bad, yeah?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Funky little groove, right? I'm feeling it. When we just get away from the mainstream or the fucking stock music and we dive into the mainstream a little bit, I feel like that shit be popping off. You feel me? I'm getting lit. So, give ourselves a couple more puffs, a couple more tunes. We'll get right into this Post Maloney backflip.
Everybody get down. Everybody get up. Everybody get down. Everybody get up.
Everybody get down. Everybody get up. Not bad, huh? So apparently what we got going on here is apparently Post Malone was like live streaming or something like that. And this guy was like, yo, I'm just going to do a backflip in the middle of the live stream. It ended up busting his ass. I think he ended up hurting himself.
Oh.
When I was watching the clip, he was doing like one of those Peter Griffins. He goes, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was like doing one of them the whole time. So let's turn down this music a little bit. Wouldn't it have been funny if we were listening to Post Malone? Like if it happened to be a Post Malone song, or it's like sitting there going like, even good that I'll make it all day. Even that, and then we get to watch him do a backflip and fucking bust his ass. That would be the dream. All right, let's take it away. Post Malone. TMZ. Imagine getting covered by TMZ for busting your ass on your live stream. You have to kill yourself after that.
All right, here it comes, y'all.
What's all that clutter?
This Post Maloney. He don't got to answer to you. No, I'm just kidding. You're right. This is insane.
He has tons of money. What's this?
I don't know. This might be like his storage closet or something. He's got a Groot over here. Look at his Groot.
Well, okay.
Little Groot.
But
I give him a pass. You come at me with a Groot like that, you get a pass.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What is this stuff? What is all this stuff?
I don't know. It looks like a bunch of boxes and just trash and shit. If anything, the bigger offense here is the fucking camera quality. You fucking a millionaire. What are you still filming on like a fucking first edition Android for? This guy's filming on like a Galaxy One. Like, you know, this is crazy.
This is just an attempt.
I'm scared a little bit.
Is he smoking a regular cigarette
I
right
think he is. And then he wants to try to do this backflip on a wheelie chair. Like a chair that will
now?
move.
Is he drunk?
I have no idea. But like backflip 101. Whatever your base is, it has to be solid. You have to be sturdy. It cannot move. It can't be on wheels. You know what I mean? You can't push off of something on wheels and expect to have the trajectory to do the backflip after. You know, that thing's going to slide out. You're going to lose your whole fucking... All your inertia is out the window after that. Look at him. Look at him bust his ass.
It's all right. I actually hurt my wrist. My chair rotated.
Oh, not bad.
I love the way he sounds. He goes, my fucking wrist rotated, dude. He sounds like Bam Margera. He's like, I hurt my wrist. You fucking rotated, dude. He's like, oh, babe.
It's all right.
I like he does that like a little boy. Like, you know how you fall in school, you get back up. You're like, nobody saw it. Nobody had it. You know, he's live to like 200,000 people. He's like, all right, guys, we're good over here, man. And he's like, give a thumbs up into the camera. I swear I'm fine. He goes, man, look at him. Quick little get up. He goes, yeah, nobody saw that.
It's all right. I actually hurt my wrist. My chair rotated.
Oh, not bad.
Oh, he said his chair rotated. No shit. No shit, the chair rotated. Oh, no, duh. You're sitting on a bar stool, the thing rotates. You're like, oh. It's like, yeah, bro. This is what they do. You've been sitting on the chair for what I would assume to be hours prior to this backflip, right? You're streaming. You never went like this? Like it never occurred to you, like, oh, this thing might spin. Even when you go to step on it, it's not like they feel sturdy. They feel like wobbly and they feel like they're spinning the whole time you go to step on it. It's Post Maloney. Good old Post Maloney, dude. Let's give it up. I love me a good Post Maloney fail. Can't beat that. Can't beat that with a stick. So it looks like we're going to end this episode on Superhuman episode 6. Now, this one's going to send you a little bit. You're thinking to yourself, you go, what is Superhuman episode 6, right?
Is this Superhuman?
This is Superhuman. Okay. This is Superhuman episode 6. This is probably...
My guess is he's going to break this by jumping on it?
He's going to break something. He's going to break something. This is like the final boss Lemaire has to fight when he has to get to New York City to do comedy on stage. He's going to have to fight this guy. Because him and Lemaire are like just as retarded as each other. This is like a white, skinnier version of Lemaire. Look at this. Superhuman, episode 6. Let's give it up.
TV show. Today I'll be jumping onto cheese graters, toy cars, disinfectant juggalos, and dragolets. You not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Woo woo!
Okay. Yeah, that was quite the intro. I'm going to start doing the intros to my show like that. I'd be like, yay, you reached Orthodox Media. It's episode 77. It's called Cheese Graters. And I hope you like it. You know, and start drooling all over it. I've been spitting a lot this episode. This is nuts. I've been spitting so much. I need to get like a fucking spitiotomy. I need to get the spit glands taken out of my throat. You know, look at this guy. And naturally, we have a nice that. Oh! 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 I want to listen to that whole intro again. Look at him. Look at how serious he is.
He is so.
Dude, this man will fuck your shit up, bro. He will fuck your shit. He's like one of those like he reminds me of like that video, that old video of like that bear that this guy had like quote unquote trained, right? And then he brought it on this like sit down talk show, and it was like sitting next to this girl, and the girl's just like not even doing anything, and the bear's like sitting there and just goes and starts attacking the fuck out of the girl for like no reason, right? That's him. He's like one of like, he'll just be sitting there like not doing nothing, dude. And then like he'll be sitting there like quiet, and then next thing you know he goes, "This is a terrorist attack. Everybody needs to get on the ground and have a fucking bomb." And he like opens his jacket and there's like all this dynamite in his chest. You go, holy shit, he's attacking. You know, you go, how do you? Everyone starts spraying him with water. He's like, eh.
This is Superhuman TV show. Today I'll be jumping onto cheese graters, toy cars, disinfectant juggalos, and dragolets. You not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Woo woo! Fuck this shit! Woo woo! Ah!
Cheese graters will get you. Those will grate you. The graters.
Why would you choose this?
This is what, me?
No.
Oh, him. I said, why would I choose this? This is fucking hilarious. This is why I would choose it. This is the shit.
Why would he choose to do this?
Because this is Superhuman episode 6. This is amazing.
What are the other ones like?
I don't know. I'm begging. I'm chomping at the bit to get my hands on 1 through 5. I think they might be like black market. Like I gotta find them somewhere. Like,
oh, you tried to find them?
I don't know. No, I haven't tried to find it. It's the first one. We will be finding more. He might be my newest internet obsession. You know, I haven't kept up with Francis Borges in a while.
I saw his name on the board.
Yeah, I know. I have him written down. He's on the list. Francis Borges. I'm gonna come back to you, my pretty, my precious Francis Borges. So look, we got the cheese graters. That's just a taste. You know, we got more.
There's another one?
No, there's more to this video. You think there's more? Those cheese, we ain't stopping there. This is Superhuman 6.
Okay.
I'm not fucking done yet.
Oh, he's not fucking done yet. Imagine he turns into a Super Saiyan. He goes like, he's like all retarded and like screaming. He reminds me of like if that like retarded monster from the Goonies could grow a beard and hair.
Okay.
You know, the one that's like, hey, he loves chunk or some shit like that. He's like that. They find him in a cave. He's like, Superhuman thing, like freaking out. They're like, calm down. Calm down. He's like running through walls and shit. So now, for those of you just listening, this guy, he just did an elbow drop off of a wooden deck onto some cheese graters, but we're not done yet. Now he's about to jump off of the same wooden deck onto a huge pile of like
barbed wire?
Yeah, it looks like the same shit that they would like, almost like razor wire or barbed wire. Probably barbed wire. Razor wire would be nuts. Razor wire is that shit that's like circled at the top of fences like that.
That's what I think barbed wire is.
No, they put like, well, maybe they do both. I've seen it in my life with razor wire, which that shit will.
Look at the top of a fence, the barbed wire, the ones with the little pokies.
No, I'm talking like, you'll see like businesses, they'll have a fence and there'll be like this spindle, like a slinky at the top of the fence.
Yeah.
And like mostly I've seen it with razor wire.
Maybe
like
I just never.
The slinky is made of razor wire.
Maybe that's what I'm used to seeing. I mean, yes, okay.
Yeah, razor wire is like essentially the same thing, but instead of the barbs, there's like legitimate blades of razors like there.
I think
you
maybe
know?
I just assumed they were all called barbed wire and didn't pay that much attention to the difference.
Yeah, no, there's a difference between barbed wire and razor wire. Razor wire will fuck you up. Like barbed wire will fuck you up too, because a barb is gonna get in you. It's like kind of dull and. You know, like you jump into that.
Like you need some tetanus.
Yeah, you're going to be fucked. Like it'll hurt. Don't get me wrong. But like a razor wire, you jump into a pile of razor wire and you're going to have like lacerations all over your fucking, like you're going to be cut the fuck up. And it's going to be thin blade cuts that are going to be bleeding like crazy. Like you might die. Like, I don't know. This is a little too nuts. So let's check this out. He's about to turn Super Saiyan.
I'm not fucking done yet! Whoop, whoop!
Ooh, look at his elbow. He is done for. Dude, wait until you see the rollover. His elbow has like 8 fucking like nice holes in it. Oh, God. Those are like fucking legit holes. This guy is a superhuman. He's turning into a cheese grater now. He's Swiss cheese. I love that. Let's give it up for the super.
I thought it was going to be another one.
No, that was it. That was episode 6 of Superhuman. When I get my hands on the Superhuman tapes and we end up getting through 1 through 5, I'll let you know. You know? For now, though, we're going to have to call this one a day. You know, I'd like to thank you all for watching another beautiful episode of Lost Ox Media. This is obviously the worst part of the show, the end of the show, you know. But as always, I'd like to thank you guys for giving us a listen. Be sure to catch us every Wednesday. Audio episodes go up 4:30 a.m. Video episodes go up 4 p.m. And you could find those on all your favorite podcast platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, fucking all of them. There's like literally, there's so many that you could listen to the show on. Be sure to stay up to date with all things Lost Ox Media. If you want to show support for the show by buying some merch, we got hats, hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, all sorts of good stuff over there. You could be completely lost. You could get lost in the merch. You know what I mean? You know, that's a put-in for you. You know, I think I have one of those. There you go. Right? A little put-in. So, yeah, be sure to do that over at lostox.media. That's lostaux.media. Until next time. Oh, wait, no, I always have to keep bringing this up. You know, like, subscribe, comment to the show, everything like that. But we are starting to do a lot more lives now and everything. So if you want to stay up to date with those, we haven't gotten our membership, everything like that, and the website worked out yet. When we do have that set up, when we start going live, you can sign up for a newsletter that will send you a notification that we're going live. Until that happens, the only way to stay updated or get any sort of notifications when we're live is by subscribing to our YouTube channel and hitting the notifications on that channel. That way you can definitely catch us live. The lives are a lot different than the shows. It's really like a hangout session. I'm like chatting with you guys like in real time. We're getting like video ideas from you. We're watching fucking Peruvian women fight on the goddamn screen. Steve will do it, is like fucking raping 6ix9ine. It's a whole different vibe. So, you know, until next time, I want to bid you adieu and bid you goodbye. See ya.